After that.
Is that your list?
Yeah,
you have your own separate list. You have your own separate list. What is our list not good enough? Can you not write it up there to prompt yourself, and you don't need notes like that?
Because well, somebody makes a list, and I just make like extra.
Do you know what this podcast
I
is?
said to you yesterday in the hall. Like,
Yeah, well, that thing up there. Oh, what you said.
Yes.
I didn't see anything about that, so I couldn't really talk about it.
You know, this is Creature Talk.
I thought you were gonna talk about it.
Hold on, wait.
Yeah, okay.
This is Creature Talk. We read headlines, read a little bit of the article, and then talk about it without being informed at all.
But I noticed
generally,
that when we do that, people are like, "Wow, they're so misinformed."
A lot of times they're surprised how informed we
are.
are.
But like, is it coming out for this? And they'll be like, "I don't know, maybe."
What are you doing, James?
Let's find out.
James desecrated. James and Alex, I should say, desecrated the image I made for the background.
Is this still the right thing, or is the Kinect supposed to be propping it up?
No. Just you're good. You like screwed up the white balance. Now everything's yellow.
Yeah, it's all orange.
It'll come back, right?
Stand in front of it. Put your face in front of it. Oh, it's coming back.
Hey.
Okay, it's back. It's back. Yay!
Oh boy! Welcome to the Creature Talk pre-show. The dicks are real. That is absolutely true. There's a bunch of ooze. James did all of them except for his face, and then Alex, I think, took it to another level.
Yeah, the one with super detail is obviously not my own.
Yeah.
I mean,
is there any sort of like symbolism why you did what for who?
No, well, I started off with a goofy face for Kevin because I thought it would be funny, and then I was like, Jordan's a dick, so I'm going to put a dick on his face. And then Alex was like, why not everybody? So I gave him an asshole and then gave him poop.
Why am I poop? Like, what's
And
poop
then-
about me?
I don't know.
Wouldn't mind.
I can understand asshole and dick.
Your demeanor.
Okay, my demeanor is shit.
And then Alex said that mine would have to be the worst of them all just because of the way I made everybody else's. So
I think yours is a combination of them all. Like, it's a dick that has had shit rubbed on it, as well as rubbed up against an asshole and a goofy face.
Could be.
Oh.
Could be.
Oh, Jordan needs to get his pregame on.
I'm gonna keep those sticky notes there for every week now.
Am I gonna have to make an image that aligns faces?
No, that worked pretty good. Those sticky notes worked pretty well.
Yeah.
They cover everybody.
Alrighty. You'll have to guess who is who. I mean, it's pretty hard to figure out in this picture who is who, but you know we'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah, who's that tan fellow on the end with like the straight locks? Giving a thumbs up, like some kind of.
I like how there's 3 thumbs up, and then like me and you are just like, "Hey, we're buddies," and they're all like, "Yeah." Jordan has his arms crossed.
Thumbs up, man.
Alex has like his arm awkwardly down, doesn't know what to do with it because it's in front.
He's touching himself with that. I don't know.
I think Kevin's grabbing your ass.
Maybe.
There's a lot of stuff happening.
So you
Right now.
guys
James's
are
ass
drinking
in
for
that?
2 creature talks
Maybe.
in a row.
I could
That's
be.
you. I have a fucking ginger.
This is
soda.
why I drink.
I have
because
my
what's on
green
that
tea.
screen
I have my
right now.
green tea in my water, so I will have to get up at least 3 times to pee throughout this Creature Talk.
I have to
You
drink
have a
ginger.
combination of both here going on.
I usually
so-
do.
This normal shock top is just as James describes it, a lower grade blue moon.
I told you.
It is. That's
Yeah.
all.
We saw
You bought
advertisements
a
for that
big-ass
all over.
pack of them. You couldn't just
It was
buy like.
Seamus that wanted
You
that.
couldn't just get some normal
Listen,
blue moons.
Seamus wanted. We got some normal blue moons.
The lemon
Seamus
shock
wanted
tops
the shock
are pretty
tops.
good though.
Yeah, the 2 flavored ones, the lemon and the apple crisp
Yeah,
one,
the
are
apple
pretty
one wasn't
decent.
bad. But there's so many different flavors of blue moon at this point. Like there's like every fucking month there's a new flavor of blue moon.
They had some
like,
pumpkin.
They had
like,
pumpkin.
They had pumpkin.
They had apple themselves. They had an apple.
Oh, they
one.
did?
Yeah,
I gotta
a few
try
months
that
ago, They
one.
had an apple one. They're all like seasonal.
Yeah, they got a bunch of seasonal
What's
ones.
going on with James Mike?
Oh, it might be muted.
Great.
Oh, you fucking kidding me?
Tap it.
It was probably set up for what's it called? Factions earlier.
Good.
Yep.
What's the deal with Twitch as of late, where people keep saying like mobile? They had that problem with our
Yeah,
stream.
mobile not going.
You guys fucking raided my faction.
Does
Somebody
mobile-
said.
Does
Oh, did
mobile
we?
just like not kick on for a little bit?
I think that's the thing, because at the beginning of every stream, like, I at least when Coots and I stream, I noticed people were like, mobile isn't working, and then
Yeah,
after a
that's
few
what I
minutes, it's
too.
like, oh, mobile's
Listen,
working.
Somebody got very upset in chat that the Brink logo is crooked.
Well, it's the way the camera's framed right now.
We'd have to
Yeah, the
we'd have to
table's
move
up.
the desk, I think, like this way.
Well, I think it's just the
Right.
camera is off
Yeah.
tilter. Well, now it's completely
See?
off.
Everything's off.
Now
I think
this is crooked,
visually though, on like the screen, it is straight.
All right, well, let me scoot up here.
I'm trying to tweet this out here.
I'm just trying to
Trying
help
to-
out, you know,
trying
the
to tweet
fellow
this
I
out.
too would
viewers.
like to tweet this out if you tweet that out. So.
I would also tweet
I'll
this
wait.
out if you tweet this out.
I'm not gonna do shit. Is that a Hot Fuzz Shaun of the Dead World's End post?
Yeah, I've had this shirt for a while.
Hey, you know, ironically enough, you're wearing a World's End shirt in that picture.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like a connection there.
Yeah, I go through phases where I go all about it, and now it's just like I have like 5 Hannibal shirts now, so
Yeah, that's true.
I wear those during the week.
I have a question. Has
Is
your
it like different series during different weeks that you can wear, or
Well, he has Breaking
They're all
Bad for
different Hannibal
one week,
shirts.
and then
Yeah.
Hannibal for the next week, and
yeah,
Walking
Yeah,
Dead.
no Walking Dead.
on The
ones.
Walking Dead?
Not anymore. Not after that last season. And
Maybe
if they
you
come
could-
back strong, then I'll represent it again. But
You can get like a like
Not
a Rick
if I-
Grimes
I
shirt.
still haven't had a chance
It'll
to
be
watch the
like
last
Carl
few episodes of
stay
the
back
Vikings.
on the back of the shirt.
look! Are you trying to cover your pictures like WWE covering CM Punk's face? That's exactly what I did. When I went to go get the sticky notes, I said I was gonna give.
He did say
I said I was going to give him the CM Punk treatment. There was supposedly a poster in Triple H's office that they were doing a documentary for the Ultimate Warrior, which I think they released it after his passing.
Yeah.
But I think the Ultimate Warrior goes into Triple H's office, and there's a poster in the background that is one of the pay-per-views where Punk was in the forefront. And everybody else you could see, and they just have a blank sticky note over Punk's face.
a blank sticky
Yeah,
note?
it's blank. It's
They
a
didn't even
blank-
draw a face
it's a
on
blank
it or a
sticky note
dick.
over his face.
Wow,
So yes, everybody just got the Punk treatment there.
that's pretty funny. I wanted to ask you: have you seen World's End since the theaters when
No.
we saw it? You haven't watched it since?
Nope.
Okay, I was going to ask if your opinion had changed on it
Nope.
at all.
What was the verdict on that?
Wasn't as good as the first two. Was the idea?
It was still good.
I still like it though.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
Shaun
like
of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, World's End.
I kind of like
is
Hot
the
Fuzz
order.
more.
I do like Hot
It would
Fuzz
be
more
my
as
order
well.
for it.
I like Hot Fuzz more. Even though I'm like
Yeah.
biased towards zombies and stuff like that, I really liked Hot Fuzz.
It was good. I don't know, because like Shaun of the Dead is how I feel like everyone got into it. So
Yeah.
it was like, yeah, we like this type of humor, this style. And
But I
then-
just see like from compared to Shaun of the Dead, like I feel like there's so many people like from Hot Fuzz that I still see now that are still like in other shit.
Yeah.
Like the fucking Narp dude or whatever.
Narp?
He's
Yarp?
in Game of Thrones now.
No, really?
Yeah, he's in Game of Thrones. The Narp
Holy shit!
dude. You didn't know that, did you? You didn't know that was him?
No,
The Narp dude?
is he
Yeah.
the one who plays the Hound?
He's the big dude. I don't know.
Oh
He's-
shit!
Big dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
I never put
Yarp?
that together. Wow.
Narp?
Yeah, no, he's good in that too.
And the fucking
I
the-
never realized that.
like the brother dudes or whatever, the cops or whatever. Like I don't know.
I've seen them around.
The two
a bit.
Andys.
Yeah,
the
two
Andys.
Andys. Like,
Well,
I
the
see
other
those
one was
guys.
in World's End. The one Andy.
Yeah, the one Andy.
He was
I don't
in.
know.
One of them was in Born Ultimatum.
Maybe it was also
That
how
was
I
that was
watched-
the that was the Andy that was in World's End.
I
as well.
watched the way I watched Hot Fuzz was really stupid too. Like a friend had it on like a burnt disc, and it was obviously like cam copy off of the screen. But we watched it at like it was I don't know who it was some chick that lived in like the boonies, but like it wasn't the good boonies where it would be like out in the countryside you get a nice house or something like that. Like this girl lived out in the boonies in the countryside with a shitty house.
The redneck boonies?
And yes, the redneck boonies with like the
Toilets in the front yard.
yeah, like the front gate that like swings open and almost sounds like it's gonna break when it fucking shatters against the other side of the wall in front of the house. Like it was really gross, and I don't even fucking remember why we went there because I was just with like a group of like 3 friends, and I put it in and I just started watching it and like that was it. Like, It was like holy shit. Even though it was horrible quality, off of the fucking
The movie
theater.
shined through.
Yes. And eventually, I got it to where because I didn't see it in theaters. Eventually, I had seen it like DVD or whatever, and I was just like, oh, it's 10 times better.
Yeah.
Like, I watched it like a few more times. But yeah, that was a terrible place then.
Ooh, somebody said I missed Nova. This new guy isn't all that exciting.
This new guy doesn't have as many stories.
Not as many stories.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
I think
That's
I've
alright.
told them all at this point. Whenever people say like more stories, I really think I've told them all. Have I
The
told
Clifford
the one?
story.
Yeah, the
and
Clifford. Have I told the one where we blocked off half of a street before with cones?
No,
I could have sworn I have.
This was
Did I
your
not?
this was your prank friend? No? This is what.
Yeah, this is my goofy ass friend.
Yeah.
We just fucking do stupid shit. But this is when this day we were all together. I don't know if it was for a Midnight Madness or whatever for like Halo or some shit like that. But we were meeting up with him, and we met up at like this. What was it? It wasn't. What the fuck is it called? It's like a really nice like big house, but it's like, remember at the old house they had that what was it, at the top
Manor
of the hill?
house?
Yeah, like a manor house kind of deal.
Yeah.
Like there was like a manor house there where it was like a house that was just of like specific importance, I guess you could say. And there was a parking
Historical.
lot. Yes, yeah, historical house. And there was like a parking lot to it. And we were driving around that, and there were a bunch of cones that they had left out, traffic cones, bright orange traffic cones. And we wanted to take them specifically for something. I don't know what we were going to do with them. But what we ended up doing with them was that we stuffed about 6 of them in the back of his trunk. And then we left, like we stole them. We left, and we met up with him. And then, like, I don't know where we got this idea, but, like, we started taking them out to the street and, like, actually making them go in a straight line across the street. Like, literally, just straight across, both lanes.
Blocking the street.
Blocking both lanes. Straight across the street.
So it's a dead end for some people.
It's a dead end for everybody.
Oh, Jesus.
It's a dead end for everybody because they'll see but the thing is, like, it's obvious that this road is not blocked.
Yeah.
So, like, the cars that would come through would completely ignore the things. Like, I don't know if that's just, like, how people were. They didn't care about the traffic things. Like, if there's a cone there, you should stop. They fucking rammed right into him. Like, they would run into him, and it was just like, boom, and we would like, watch as they're like, boom, like hitting the cones, and then like we'd fucking go out and we'd reset them and like put them back up for the next car, and it's like, that was a day of entertainment. I
They
guess.
all failed their driver's test.
I don't know. It was pretty bad. Like,
Did you ever do the string thing across the road?
the what? The
You
string
have
thing?
you have a friend or whatever get on the side of the road, and you take a string or like a rope, and when a car comes, you pull it.
It's fucked up.
No,
Why?
What
What
is
does that
that?
accomplish?
Well, like the
obviously
like,
the car's gonna
wouldn't that
outpower
yank
you.
you towards-
Yeah.
No, like the cars are supposed to stop. Like they're supposed to be like, what the fuck is
oh,
that? Like,
before, not like when it's coming up.
not when
but-
it's coming to like try
Okay.
to trip a car.
Because
Or
I was
something.
thinking like
Trip a car.
clotheslining people on
Clotheslining a
bikes.
motorcyclist.
No, not clotheslining, like not decapitating a cyclist. I'm saying like
But the string would have to be literally so long to where like person
Or
A and
thick.
person B would have to be like really far that you can't
Yeah.
get seen, because if you get seen
Right.
holding the rope, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck is he doing here?"
What are they gonna try?
I mean, they just would stop and be like, fucking stop. And they'd be like, but there's one guy. There's,
Quite a good end game.
but one guy actually chased after my friend and called the cops. He caught him and called the cops
Oh,
on him
man.
and stuff.
See, no, I guess
He was
when
not
we
having
did
it.
this, we did not make it so that way we appeared in front of them. We made it so that way these cones just appeared on the street, blocked off their path. They couldn't go anywhere, and we would sit behind like a bush and just watch as they would either like. There was a car that would stop in front of the cones. And we had like, in the middle divider, like there was a nice space where there was no cone, and someone would try to like turn in and try to like redirect and try to like maneuver around the cones to get to it. They'd always end up hitting one over. I'm surprised we didn't like fucking cause an accident or something like that. We would have probably booked it if that would have happened. I don't know what the fuck would have happened there. That was bad. But yeah, that was just that was just a random thing when we did that one day.
Hashtag creature pranks.
Pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Mm.
I don't even remember, like half the shit that I did when I was younger. I don't remember if there was no consensual point to them. They were just literally, I don't
Stuff
have much
kids do.
time.
I'm bored.
I'm bored.
It was either that or drugs. That's generally how it goes.
I guess I would have taken that over drugs, putting cones out on the street instead of becoming a full-fledged druggie. It's like,
That's the
hey,
excuse you give your parents. Mom,
Yeah.
I could be getting in trouble for doing this, or I could be smoking crack.
I was
okay?
super
take
static.
your pick.
I just picked up Halo ODST,
Oh.
and the only thing I could think of doing was taking fucking cones and putting them out on the street to
ODST.
try to cause a traffic jam. Why not?
ODST.
That's how you celebrate ODST. That's exactly how you
ODST.
celebrate
You
it.
sure did a nice job celebrating it.
Probably had more fun doing that than playing the game.
I was a pretty mean kid when I was little. I think. I mean, not super mean.
They
I was
mugged
just
him for a Clifford.
almost.
Almost.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, I guess
almost.
That happens. People grow out of stuff. I was an asshole from ages 1 to 8.
I think I still have the Clifford somewhere. I don't know where. A lot of people still ask about that. I have no idea where it is. What a pre-show! What a
All
pre-show!
right.
Got a story pre-show.
Story pre-show.
Story pre-show. Here we go. Here we go.
Clifford, the big red dog.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Animal.
Hello.
Welcome everyone to
Hello.
Creature Talk. I don't know the date today.
10th. It's the day before Mother's Day, Jordan.
Oh,
Don't you have a mother?
I just yelled the
Yeah.
10th out in the hall.
Yeah,
too.
I know. I already
The
knew
10th of May.
Better make sure to call your mother tomorrow. Say hi
that.
to
Say
your
hi, mother for me. Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway, welcome to Creature Talk. James is here, Alex is here, and Dan
What's
is
up?
here.
I'm here.
And myself, we are all here sitting at a table talking. This is mostly for the people at iTunes because all you on Twitch can see us right now, Twitch and YouTube.
Scumbags.
Yep.
Oh, a bunch of
that
video
great stuff.
whores.
I originally wasn't going to be here for this. I had a tattoo appointment, but yesterday
That's true.
I got a big, great old case of the shits. And the only thing I ate yesterday, you guys were here, I ate that Wendy's. That was the
Oh,
only
you were
thing I
clamoring
ate.
for that
Hey,
Wendy's,
listen,
too.
I was completely against it.
I know.
That
The
was-
only thing I ate was that Wendy's. And, like, my stomach hurt all last night. It was so bad. I was just like, oh. I was like, if I feel like this in the morning, I'm going to have to can out on my tattoo appointment. I ended up waking up, and I was just like, yeah, no way. I'm not going to be able to. I hate canceling, like, when I only have one appointment, I hate canceling it because then, like, I'll probably have to call him up or something to schedule out another one. Usually he books, like, 3 ahead.
Yeah.
So, like, if I skip one, at least I know I have the next one. This one, it was, like, my only one. So now I'm going to have to fucking go through that. But I figured I felt all right enough. I drank some ginger ale last night.
Yeah.
So I could come in and make it
No,
for good old Creature Talk.
Werner's cures a lot, so drink up. Drink that stuff up. That
Sure
sweet
does.
nectar.
It's very strong.
Yeah.
Very, very taming for my belly. Very taming for my belly.
I can't drink that stuff. It's too, I don't know, like bile.
I didn't think it was too
Vile.
bad.
Vile, disgusting.
It's
It's like-
barrel aged ginger soda. Okay, this is the best ginger ale.
A
in the
ginger
world.
ale, if you will.
Okay,
Yeah, I
think
don't
it's
know
pretty
about
good.
if you
that.
can't
It
stand
was
that,
all right. I prefer Canada
you're a
Dry.
wuss.
What? You're drinking a shock top right now.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I mean, I already downed my own drink, so.
I mean, is that like gonna prove something or what? Like, what is the bit? What are you trying to say? I guess is.
I don't know.
Oh.
You should
All
like
right,
it or
well.
you're dumb is what I'm trying to prove.
Oh, okay.
What's happening here?
I don't know.
Anyway,
A derailment of something.
we actually have a good bit of topics today.
Alex has his notebook full
Alex
of notes.
brought his own notebook.
I think we
full
should
of all
handle
sorts of
like either
topics.
those. There was one thing that I wanted to bring up before he handles his notes and a bunch of I don't even know what that is.
This is the reason I went to college for almost a couple months.
Same here. I failed half my classes, but
Look at that grade A note taking. If you remember
Can I
back
see
when
it, Alex?
remember
Can I
back
see
when we did the
Absolutely.
book, I see no bullet points.
There
I
are
see
no
no
bullet points.
numbers.
I just
Separated.
See,
he learned nothing.
It's thesis statements separated.
It wasn't
by,
even college
lines.
that you didn't learn anything from. You didn't
There's
learn anything
lines
from us.
that don't even match the lines. Look, sometimes they're in the middle, in between the lines.
Hey,
Sometimes
you know,
they're above.
hey.
Sometimes
Hey,
they're
that
below.
second
He thinks
line
outside
looks
the
like
box.
it's turning into a bullet point.
It's getting there. All right. Maybe
What is
one day.
that?
Maybe
Well,
one
you
day I'll
know,
put
maybe a
stars
few
there.
more months of college, and you could actually format correctly.
If
you
the
know?
creatures pay for me to go to college, I might take
No,
some
thank you.
journalism classes or some writing classes, something like that, and I'll come back with bullet points and whatever else you need. stanzas. I don't know.
Yeah, all those fancy words and
Is
stuff.
Eurovision on the
fancy
topic
scene.
list? I don't even know what Eurovision is.
I've seen a few people tweet about it.
I don't even know what that is.
Well, it's not really. I mean, relevant. It's in Europe.
Whoa.
Those Europeans.
Don't know if they know we're American.
Damn.
Well, I mean, what kind
most
of
of us.
Europeans watch us?
Well, most of us are American. I mean, you're an American now,
I think
right?
a good
You're a
majority of
citizen.
us are all foreign, like in terms of nationalities.
Well, you know me, the melting pot of.
Well, I think
culture.
in descent, like Sly
That's what I
is
mean.
Puerto
Like
Rican.
we're not.
Well, nobody's really,
Well, I mean, I know what you're saying, but I'm
Yeah.
saying like.
Fuck you, I'm American.
I mean, I'm probably the most American out of everyone because my Native American
Fuck you.
heritage.
I'm American, even past that. You know, my dad built our house on an ancient burial ground.
And
And that somehow has a relation to how
American is.
how I was
the spirits
Americanized.
possessed you and fused with your soul, or
Yes,
something?
I had a pure American ghost living in my house, and because of that, I was influenced by the American ghost to become even more American.
Wow.
So what was this American ghost?
Well, the ghost told me to hang up the USA flag.
It was John Adams.
No, man, he was
The
he was
American
English.
ghost.
He was English.
They were all English.
Exactly. So that's why I said Native Americans are more American.
Oh,
because, you know,
okay. So it has to be Native Americans,
What else?
like Chief Choplok or something like that.
Look, what?
Chief Choplo.
I'm trying to think of like old Indian names for like chieftains. Not like runs with wolves or anything, but like
no,
actual.
like big horse. Like
Yeah, but those are still
Big
those are
horn.
still.
big horn,
Red corn.
red corn,
John Redcorn.
Crazy horse. Crazy horse was
That's
was
still
an
that's
Indian.
still like
that's a
He
real
doesn't. He
Indian,
doesn't
though.
want he doesn't want a name like that.
Chapaho or
That's a tribe. Like
Chapaho.
that's
That's what I mean.
there
A tribe.
isn't
That's at least a name
But
for it.
Cherokee, Arapaho,
Hopperbacker.
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 What are we doing here?
We're slowly
Chippewa.
running
Cherokee.
down this
Did
road
say
that I think is
Cherokee
going to have a
already?
terrible ending.
I see say Cherokee.
Hashtag John Redcorn.
Chewbacca.
Well,
Chapaho.
I don't know what the hell it is, so I guess it's not on the list.
Chief Choplok.
So was he an Indian ghost or was he
Who?
like the ghost
that
that
was-
lived with you?
You said John Adams. So
you ever
like,
read the book Shiloh?
No.
Was it the dog?
Ghost gave that book to me.
Oh,
Was that an
American-
all-American
He
book?
materialized
Yeah,
it.
American
Now we can
book.
discuss: is Shiloh more American than Old Yeller or whatever that movie / book was? I mean,
Shiloh.
not as American
no
as
spoilers here.
Mockingbird, though.
No spoilers here, but he had
Where
to
the
put
red
his
fern
dog
grows.
Ah,
Ooh.
yes, where the red fern
What was the one
grows.
with the group of kids that were like detectives or whatever? What was that called?
Hardy Boys.
Hardy Boys.
down. Nah, well, that was just two guys. Like, are you talking about a whole
Little
it
rascals?
was not Scooby Doo and the fucking mystery
No,
machine.
it's not the Fantastic Five.
The
but-
Babysitters. Babysitter
I
Club.
don't know. There was a.
It was like a group of probably 7 people, wasn't it? Like all these kids, like
Well,
because there's Encyclopedia
The Goonies.
Brown.
Yes, the
one day I came down the
Encyclopedia
stairs.
Brown was one kid.
I know. I'm trying to like.
Was it Sherlock Holmes?
No,
Harriet the
Because it
Spy.
sounds
it
like
was,
Sherlock
let's
Holmes.
just go with Hardy Boys, okay?
Okay,
Alright.
Hardy
I
Boys.
came, I
Hardy
came
Boys.
down the stairs one day and there was a box full of books. And at
The
the time,
Boxcar Kids.
that was it. That was it. The Boxcar Kids.
I never
Holy
even
shit.
heard of that.
That was it.
Yeah.
Wow, that was it. Boxcar Kids. Holy shit.
That's all caps, dude. Boxcar Kids.
Okay, so came down the stairs one day and there was a box down the bottom of the stairs.
Nancy
I asked
Drew.
my mom. I was like, "What's this box doing?" And she, "I don't know. This box. I never seen it before in my life."
Crazy American Ghost.
I
right
started
there.
looking through that box. I see a book, Shiloh. I see the Boxcar Kids. You know what else I see?
Old Yeller.
No, doesn't get more American than this.
Maniac
Declaration of
McGee.
Independence.
2 different books.
Harry Potter.
2 different I Spy books.
Ooh.
Oh shit!
Where's
That's
Waldo?
like the American Where's Waldo.
Where you have to find like a button.
American Where's Waldo? Exactly.
Where you have to find like a button in a fucking like.
Yeah,
Exactly.
those are the best. Those are by far the best.
Good.
It was
spend
generally
hours
more than
trying to
one
find
thing. Like was the best thing. It was a list
They
of things.
stepped it
You
up
had
for
to
Well,
find.
yeah,
Waldo.
that's
They're
what I
like,
mean.
well, Waldo's cool and all. You got to find the one guy. Let's make it so you can find 6.
You have to
I
find
think
a-
that's what
a button,
revolutionized,
a needle,
like,
a
the
ruler.
American way.
Revolutionized
These
the
three
American way.
sets of like books, Shiloh, Boxcar Kids, and I Spy books. That's how they got so big. And then obviously later
And
on
then
the line,
Garfield.
Garfield and
Can't
Captain
get any more
Underpants.
American
Captain
than
Underpants,
lasagna.
Garfield.
Garfield's favorite food.
I mean,
Lasagna. I mean, you got all like what is it? Canned beans.
Yeah. Well, that's what you got to realize that all of the Americanized, revolutionized,
What do you eat for dinner?
euthanized. It all came through. It all came through books.
Anesthetized.
It all came through books.
Domesticized.
So
Domesticated.
Think about that when you think about where you came from.
You came from
we
books,
had
Alex.
books. What did you have?
I just rocks at most.
People-
Some days like tree branches.
Did you guys
bears?
like carve things
Russian
into rocks?
bears
Like
and
we didn't have a
Flintstones?
lot of bears.
What about
Didn't have
boars?
Rita Rock.
stray dogs.
Rock tablet.
Stray dogs. Needles.
Because of when
You know,
Dixie.
Needles.
syringes.
So-
you know, in the playground.
Yeah, I mean, we had a lot of those out here too. You know, the '60s were pretty interesting time. Wasn't there for that. But,
I think
you know.
Russia is like probably like in the 80s now or 90s. That's the way
Like
I
technology-wise?
yeah, that's the way I always look at like countries.
They're
is,
back,
is
you know,
what
like-
year they're in currently, as opposed to like more advanced
So
cultures.
to us is what you're
Well,
saying.
Yeah,
they're
it's
just now
just-
getting to all the stuff that he has. They have radioactive rocks, AK-47s.
Yes, we do lots of AK-47s.
Is that a regular child?
origin.
Oh,
toy, you know?
absolutely,
Like,
absolutely.
here's your first AK-47.
Vodka.
you
And
go to
turn
school
3.
and you learn how to shoot and you learn how to read.
Disassemble. Like disassemble,
That's
reassemble the
like
AK.
third grade.
Bear on a
disassemble.
tiny unicycle.
Yes.
That's one.
You know, actually, I went to a, I guess like a place where they save animals, a sanctuary, animal sanctuary, and they had bears, tigers, lions, and wolves.
Here?
Yes.
So the one up at I know
Yes.
where you're talking. The
Yeah.
walkway one.
Yeah, they have over.
That's a
Apparently,
cool
they have
place.
over 130 bears there in
A lot
this
of
like
bears.
multiple acre land. So like you pretty much there's a giant like pathway, and it goes over.
I think
their
it's called. Is it
cages.
called Wildcat Sanctuary? Is that what it's called?
I forget the name
Should
of
have
it.
brought one of those bears back.
But you pull into it because it's actually really weird where it is because it kind
It's
of
out in the middle of nowhere.
yeah, you get kind of sketched out. But you pull it down this road and both sides there you have like fences and there's grizzly bears right not even 5-6 feet. You look out the window, oh, it's a grizzly bear, multiple grizzly bears, and they were
Did you have
explaining-
war flashbacks of
a little bit, but it was really cool because you go in a pathway and you just look down. There's bears and tigers and whatever. Like you see them right there. As opposed
Jesus,
to, like
that
a
could've
zoo.
been
Yeah, it could be bad.
your
but
notes?
We had this dude randomly come up, and I guess he's a volunteer, and he was explaining to us because I guess he was bored or something.
You ask him?
No, he just
You
came
just
up.
go,
He's like,
"Oh, so
we were
that's
looking
the
at like a
Russian
couple
bear."
lionesses, and he's like, yeah, they're sisters or whatever, explaining to us. But he's explaining how they have like they take animals that people like raise and stuff. And like at home, and
Pets,
then,
yeah.
and he was saying how they got like a shipment of bears from Russia, and they were circus bears, and what they did was they used nicotine to get these bears addicted to nicotine. That's how they get them to do all those tricks
What?
and stuff. Yeah, so
that's
I never
fucked
knew
up.
that, but like they have signs outside that say like no smoking, and they're like the reason we have those is not because like we really care. It's because bears get really upset when people start smoking around them because the nicotine
they
brings
need
back
a
the
fix.
bad.
Oh, he just
it
smoked right in
brings-
front of him.
it brings back the bad
He kills you and then it's like-
yeah.
Bear starts having flashbacks
So-
of the fucking circus in his mind.
That's what I was saying. So that was pretty
Wow.
crazy. But yeah, we should all go there at one point.
It's a pretty.
It was
cool,
pretty cool.
place.
Yeah.
It's like I said, it's out in the middle of nowhere. It's just like flat everywhere.
Yeah,
and
it's
then you
it's
see
just a
this
little bit
big,
past the
huge-
airport, like north of the airport, like a couple exits.
I was thinking about this the other day. We had when we were in Germany, we went out to the zoo. What happened to all of that footage?
It's on my computer.
It's
on that like
You
huge
still have it?
chunk of like.
Here's
it was
another
all
lost
in there.
video.
Is
the
that-
chocolate factory. Because you
was
had
a,
given it to him so he could cut it up to do something with
Oh.
it, and we never did anything with
Remember
it.
seeing that one animal poop?
Yeah, it was the camel was pooping.
Camel
I
was
remember you
pooping.
showing the footage to me.
Yeah.
Just
Zoom right
laying
in
out
on his butthole while
we
he was
had
pooping.
we had done like kind of like the Seattle thing where we went to the Space Needle and never posted it. We did the same thing. We went to a zoo in Germany.
Yeah,
So that'd probably be
That's
interesting to
that's
post
for
at some
sure
point.
because I saw the Gamescom footage on there.
that zoo was exhausting.
What did I do with that? I just put it on a hard drive, didn't I?
Was it really big?
I guess maybe after just
put it on the
walking all
terabyte.
over the place, because then we
'Cause
did
we-
the chocolate factory thing too.
We did the chocolate factory first,
Yeah.
and then we did the
Chocolate.
zoo. And we had to take a trolley in between.
I had to
Yeah.
fucking wait for like.
Well, it was a
fucking,
German
I had to
chocolate
wait for like
factory.
5 goddamn minutes while people were waiting for their stupid fucking chocolate stick on a, waiting for the fucking like they have like the
I have to
chocolate
dip-
fountain.
dip a wafer-
he's
dip a
sitting
wafer
here,
in the fountain.
He's doing the wafer things, and people keep fucking coming up, like families coming up. Oh, here you go, here you go. I want my fucking chocolate stick because it's the only thing I can get here.
chocolate. Little
You know,
German
when,
kids.
when you
were-
buy your tickets, they give you little bars of chocolate. Those were really good.
Yeah.
They had
I like
some
those
good
fucking-
chocolate there.
Yeah.
Surprisingly enough, I thought it'd be horrible.
Yeah,
German chocolate. They don't know what
American
they're
chocolate.
doing.
I think, I think they have some pretty good.
It is good.
No,
I was
Germany and
joking.
Switzerland are some of the best in the world.
Yeah.
Some really
Because
good chocolate.
we like before we left, I went to the little gift shop and because we were using up our euros that we had, and I got some
There's
of
still
the chocolate
euros
there.
somewhere around here. Is there
James-
In
any
my
wallet?
wallet.
Yeah.
James still has the euros in his
Those are
wallet.
hub
I
euros.
still have them in my wallet.
Did you buy anything at like the video store or anything? Because I remember I bought the professional, like the steelbook
Everything in
German
there,
copy,
like,
and Blade on VHS, the German
their fucking,
copy.
with their fucking like porn section just hanging out.
Yeah,
In the open.
when we were checking
Yeah,
out, there
welcome
was
to
like
Europe.
hardcore porn discs sitting on the like the thing where anybody could walk up and see it, like a little kid or something like
Nobody
that.
gives a shit.
Just sitting right there, hardcore porn
They're
pictures
pretty
right there.
lax in Europe about that kind
Oh
of
yeah,
thing.
Imagine how like that would like just milk, chocolate, hardcore porn.
yeah.
I don't know.
Have anyone where somebody's
Butter.
choking out and almost dies?
You know anything harder than this?
I mean, this isn't that hard.
Like violence involved. I really want just to see someone get their face punched in.
Oh god,
Oh god, they have,
Rough
like,
day
that
at work.
Kind of shit like fucking curb stomps and shit like that. They have, like, compilation of
snuff
curb
films.
stomps. Yeah,
fucking
what
like
the hell?
ugh.
Nice.
Let's
Well,
see
that
why
went
not.
sideways. But yeah.
I want to see that instead. I don't want to see the lost. I want to see.
Well, then go in your office after this and have at it.
It's not going to be the same. I want it to be
Close the
original
door,
stock
Alex.
and not imported and translated. I need the actual voices and everything.
Oh god. Anyway,
Actual topics.
you said you wanted to say something. This all spawned off of you saying you wanted to say something before you started.
So yeah, the other day there was a news article that I read about something about like the dude from Nintendo talking about how it wouldn't be out of the possibility to see a new Nintendo console within the next year.
We
And
talked
this-
about that actually.
When they
before a
say
little
that
bit.
though, they mean no Wii U, no 3DS, like no. It would be its own
New.
thing. Yeah, new.
They actually had.
Maybe catch up
I
to
think this
this
is their
gen.
third year where they actually lost money on the Wii U and the 3DS. They were supposed to sell a certain amount of units and they couldn't get that. And then they changed their, I guess, like predictions around January.
projections.
Yes, and they didn't hit that either. So they're still below after having it reported last year and having it changed this year.
Yeah, what was the,
They've
what
still
was the
lost
whole
a good
thing,
amount
though?
of
They
money.
could like lose for the next 20 years, but still be fine with all the money that they've banked.
Oh, I don't know.
It's just on the current, the current
So
hardware
it's
they're
a
losing.
GameCube too. If they did that, they would get money.
A
They would get a
GameCube
bit.
too?
They would get enough
They
just
live
right
off,
off
like-
of the name. Like,
They live off of the
name GameCube.
nostalgic factor though all the time though. It's like all their big stuff.
They need
like
something that
Smash Bros,
catches up.
Pokemon. Like
Yeah, I just think
always,
it's funny. Like,
Well, that's
they
what
had
happens. Do you
that-
think if they come out with a new Metroid, you ain't gonna buy it? You would
I'll
buy
buy
it.
that shit.
You would
I'm gonna
buy that
buy that
shit.
shit.
And then you
Well,
play it. And
all right,
you're
here's the
like,
thing though.
oh,
They came out with the other M.
Other M was
Other M for
tanked.
the Wii was terrible though.
Yeah.
So it would have to be like. Because they
Back
did
to
all
the
this shit. They did
roots.
all this stupid shit where they felt the need to like give her like a personality and all this bullshit. But like if they bring back games like they're doing a really good job with Smash where they're bringing these like fresh characters and whatever. So that should be pretty cool. I think even like I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter and
But it's even then. It's weird that like it goes from the way that the direction was with Super Smash was let's shut down all the tournaments. No wait, let's host a tournament. Oh wait, we have a new Smash coming out. Now we're cool with this kind of thing. Let's let the information trickle down. You
this
know?
stuff actually works.
And
who'd have known?
I just don't know what their mindset is for it because they backpedal, then they fucking go forward, then they're like, no wait, this is the wrong idea. Let's go back. And like all the while they're trying to promote a new Super Smash Brothers. Who's gonna promote it if not these fucking?
well now they're doing the
people that play
tournaments.
Melee and
So
stuff.
now they're kind of like tournaments
Trying.
are cool.
Yeah, now
We'll
it's
see.
cool, right?
Now it's cool. They cut some flack over this week for I don't know if you heard about their game Tamagotchi Life. or Tomodachi. I think it's
Tomodachi,
Tomodachi.
yeah.
Tomodachi,
yeah.
Was it the
Because
the
I
gay
thought
thing,
it was too
the
familiar.
gay
Yeah,
relationships?
they.
Oh yeah, I saw that on the joystick.
The Japan release for it was not going to have any gay marriage, and so people in Japan were like, "Well, that's not cool." So they made a glitch or a bug where you could still have gay marriage, and then Nintendo went ahead and patched that out. And people thought that maybe when it goes over to the West, it would have gay marriage, and they still didn't include it. And obviously, lots of people
They
pretty
issued an
upset
apology or
about
something
that.
like that.
So it was in. They patched it out.
So no, it wasn't in Japan, but people made a bug or glitched it where you could have a female character or a male character, but still have it register as a female character.
Okay. And
So
they patched that out.
So they found out about it and they patched it out right away. So,
Oh.
And so when it came over here, and people were very upset, but then they're like, it's not supposed to be taken literally. It's a fantasy. Localization's hard. We'd have to do all this stuff, but maybe in the future, when future releases, it might have.
Why even put that wall there? That doesn't even make any sense. You play if I wanted to play Mass Effect as a fucking straight dude, I can do that. But if the case is that somebody wants to go that route, that's there too. How does that affect me if I'm playing straight? It doesn't affect me at all. I don't understand why they would have such a stick up their ass about something like that.
Don't ask questions about
It's
Does that
just.
make
I
their
think it's.
game
I think it's just
bad?
the culture. It's just the culture of it. Just how I actually have a topic about. I might as well just hit it up right now. Sims 4 got a 18 plus rating in Russia. So,
Yeah,
So an
there's
M
another joystick story.
equivalent.
So,
yeah. So it's
Sims 4?
Yeah, Sims 4.
The official Russian Sims Twitter tweeted out about it.
Is that not out yet? Or when does that?
It's not out yet, but they do the ESRB ratings before games come out. So
Have they even showed anything for Sims 4 yet?
they've done a little bit. They've shown character models and
Oh.
stupid trailers or whatever, but they give the ratings before games come out. So developers know how to promote it and whatever. They usually tell them what's in the games and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
yeah.
It was rated 18 for content harmful to children, right?
Right. So what Russia would find harmful is the idea of sexual relationships between a gay couple. They would find that to be harmful, and so they skyrated the rating to 18 plus as a
Well, I think currently they didn't say specifically why yet.
I would imagine. I don't see
they were
why
saying-
it would be rated teen America and then 18 plus unless it was for that factor.
Just
Where
the
it's
gay thing?
that's got to be it. I don't see any reason because
Yeah.
I imagine Sims 4 you can probably have a gay couple. I don't see why not.
Have you you've been able to do that through the other ones, right? No.
Yeah, you can do that in the other ones. I would think so.
I don't think I ever experimented with it, so I can't really.
I think they've had
can't-
that before. I don't really play them that much either, but I could have sworn I've seen screen.
yeah, because you can have the whatever. Yeah, because you could have your relationship meters build up for any person. So didn't even matter. I think you could do it with a robot too or a genie.
Yeah, the article I was reading was talking about how it could cover a many number of things, and they haven't specifically said what it is, but it could be tobacco products, alcohol, anything that's considered harmful to use and stuff like that. But
They have tobacco in Sims 4.
Tobacco.
yeah, these air smoke things. where you
E-cigs.
inhale air.
Fucking vaporizer
Yeah,
bullshit. Oh my
that.
god. Oh my god.
trendy e-cigs.
The trendy vaporizers, you can now have them
In
exclusively
Sims
in
4.
Sims 4.
Yeah, one of the characters like, like, and then it's like, no, inside, we're inside. Just like,
Simish.
The
Stupid
cotton
Sims.
candy flavor, they get nice and up in arms over it. Somebody else will have the shit flavored one. It's gonna be really bad.
I think that's what I'm doing right there. I'm
Cardboard
smoking some
flavor.
shit flavored e-cigs right there. The smoke's coming off of it.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Indeed.
Well, thank you for watching Creature Talk.
Either way, yes.
This is amazing.
New console within the next year. Just not out of the. I don't think they've announced anything,
Oh.
but just not out of the realm. of
Could this be
Possibility, I guess,
potentially handheld or full on
I don't know.
console?
They just said not 3DS, not Wii U. So
they're
it could
ridiculous.
be whatever. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what their deal is. Alex was talking about something for the Wii U where they're trying to get into the Skylanders game and they're trying to do
Oh,
Nintendo
no.
characters for toys and stuff like that. I don't know if it would be
no.
an attachment for that.
A whole console for that.
I don't even.
A whole console for that.
I don't know.
What I saw was it looked like the Wii U, and then it had like the a circle to the left of it, where like you could put a little.
I think that's just an
Yeah,
attachment,
yeah.
like the other
Yeah.
ones. The other ones have like attachments, like a Spyro one does too, where it's like comes out and it's just like a little circle, and you just put your toy on there, and that's I mean.
Disney
I don't know.
Infinity.
It's weird because I
Most
don't
innovative
understand
DLC.
this phase of
The most
like,
innovative DLC. ever.
Microtransactions.
Yeah, I get that, but I just,
this is
I don't
the.
get it.
I remember
It's
we.
physical microtransaction.
Yeah, it really
Like,
is.
This is not DLC at
Because
all.
I was in GameStop and I was buying something and I saw these kids and they're like 3 of them were hugged around Skylanders and they're like, oh man, like this and oh look at this, it's Captain whatever. And I was like,
It's
what the fuck?
really
Like,
somewhat
really?
no different from Pokemon cards and stuff
yeah,
like that.
Yeah, that's true. But they still
I
have
mean-
Pokemon cards. Though.
I know,
They-
I
yeah, but
know,
they're not
but I'm
that
saying
big on them
this is like
anymore.
an interactive version of it. You imagine a Pokemon game where you take a little Pokemon and you set it on the thing and you battle your friend. You guys have 2 stands
They
and you buy a
introduced
Pokemon.
that idea a
like,
long
that'd be
time
kind
ago
of cool,
where you
but
could go into like a grocery store and scan the stupid like items. Do you remember that? You have like a, it's like you get
The
creatures.
battle thing.
oh
yeah,
yeah, I
Yeah.
had that. I
Yeah,
had
yeah,
that
Where you
yeah.
shit.
like, hooked them up to each
Yeah.
other and like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
battled with
You could
friends.
It was like a
Battle
Tamagotchi thing, except
Yeah,
you
yeah.
could do the.
I remember
scanner
that
one.
shit.
Yeah, you could scan like different products and be like, "Oh, I found a monster, Dad." He's like, "Son, knock
Shut
that
the
shit
fuck
off."
up. Luckily,
long day.
we had a lot of books in our house, so I
That's
just
when
scanned all the book
yeah.
QR,
Oh, yeah?
all
Oh,
the
you
Wanna go to
book
the grocery
scanner
store
codes on the
then?
back.
Why does my son want to go to the grocery store so bad?
Oh, can I come? Can I
I
come?
guess,
Oh!
I guess, but I think most parents like it sometimes when their kids go. I don't know, like to help them out, like
Yeah,
afterwards.
scanners.
but
I think is that what they were just
Probably,
called?
yeah, no, it
Scanners?
was with a Z. Yeah,
It's like scanners.
yeah, yeah. I remember that shit. Oh, I loved that thing.
I was trying to see if there was any like rumors for E3 announcements as of yet. Like what could possibly be announced at E3 this year, since that's right around the corner. Usually the information starts to trickle out. Like
Yeah,
well before
everything
the-
starts
Watch
leaking.
Dogs is gonna get announced again.
Say we're making Watch Dogs.
Again.
God.
I don't know if there was anything.
I get a prediction.
Oh, Alex.
I,
Oh,
well,
everybody.
I think that
Alex's
the
prediction.
new Dark Souls game or a Demon Souls game will be announced. But I also think that a new Last of Us will be announced. I have a feeling.
Already? Even with the remastered one, or like on its way.
I've been seeing some things about it. I've been hearing that they've got
We'll
like
see.
they're working it out, and I've also read where they took they're trying to get the cinematic trailer models to be like the game ones. So you know when you usually see a cinematic
like
trailer, you're
blur-
like, oh, this
blur
looks
models.
really good, and then the game models look like shit compared to it. But they're trying to get it to like bridge that gap.
Yeah.
Oh
where
yeah,
it's
good
like-
luck with that.
Naughty Dog. Well,
Good
Naughty
luck
Dog
with that.
has always been at the forefront of graphical like prowess. Like,
I mean, I feel like what they're probably just gonna do is take the cinematic trailer and like make it like be the game models instead of the other way around, where you have the cinematic trailer models and you have the
I
game
made that
models that are rendered down.
They'll probably
Yeah.
just They'll probably just dumb down the cinematics, so it's more so because that's all done through rendering engines. I mean, they could bring those models over.
Yeah.
It's just they're not going to look.
But at the
that
same
great
time, they
because
could,
the render
like-
passes is what makes
yeah,
them look good.
exactly. So I mean,
Here's a list that's like probably fake. I would assume that it's fake. It's just a rumor, but they have a breakdown of what Microsoft's press conference could be.
Oh man.
Again, it could be phony. There's
This
stuff in here
IGN?
that says like Rise 2 in development.
oh great, Can't wait for that.
343 will
Tech demo.
finally talk about the Halo 2 anniversary.
Halo
um,
5.
What about Halo 5?
Halo
I
5
wanna
will
know
get a
about
release
Halo
date.
5. Oh,
Halo 5 will get a release date.
November
Awesome.
2014.
Rare
Oh,
is
yes.
rebooting Battletoads and Perfect Dark. Epic will
Battletoads
reveal
and
something.
another reboot for Perfect Dark.
Please stop.
Lionhead will have a brief gameplay of Fable Legends. This is all
Ew.
stuff that may not.
Brought to you by
like-
Peter Molyneux.
Well, EA had announced they're showing Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront,
Oh.
at their press
That'd be
conference.
pretty cool.
At their press
Oh.
conference.
It says
Off.
Crackdown Skyline coming 2015.
Crackdown.
Another Crackdown. That would
Crackdown.
be-
I'd like
Star
another
Wars
Crackdown.
Battlefront.
More Destiny
Oh my
bullshit.
See, again, I don't know. It's-
more
it'll-
Division bullshit.
Yeah, more Division.
Destiny.
Call of Duty. EA game, not specified.
Oh, yeah,
And
Call of
it says
Duty.
something about Fallout 4.
Sims 4.
Call of Duty.
If there's a
Although
Fallout
I don't really
4.
see 'em- they usually probably wouldn't do that, but I mean they could.
Goodness, Battlefront. Oh my goodness.
Although
Somebody
EA
said
has-
if EA
EA has
actually
so
doesn't know,
many-
it should be. I think it was confirmed they are showing Battlefront at their press conference. I saw an article about it on my movie site.
Well, if there's a Fallout 4, I'll shit my pants. That would be pretty ridiculous. There's some stuff from Sony's end where it talks about Uncharted 4.
What's the
another Gran Turismo?
Bethesda game, the horror one that they're coming out with?
That's the game.
Oh, the Evil Within.
Oh, yeah, Evil Within. Yeah.
They'll probably have something for that.
I don't know. They haven't showed shit on that. It's kind of getting me a little bit afraid.
A new Telltale game. They'll announce another Telltale game.
Telltale's got a
Borderlands.
huge
You got
lineup.
Borderlands and Game of Thrones coming
Yeah.
up. So
Borderlands, Game of Thrones.
I'm excited for Game of Thrones now that I've actually been watching it.
Yeah.
Like, that'll be pretty fun.
Bethesda needs to throw out Fallout 4 now because ESO shit the bed. They need to
Can we get an
recoup
ESO
something.
update?
Speaking of which, yeah, ESO, I don't know if you have it on your list as well,
I
but
do actually. I don't have. Okay, so I don't.
Oh, no.
In terms of ESO, I bought ESO and I had paid for the month, and they never give me a free month. So I wanted to throw that out there. They actually charged me for my second month. Still haven't gotten the stupid free month. But I went ahead and I looked a bit into ZeniMax.
Yeah.
Which
They're
ZeniMax
like,
Studios make ESO, and they recently had a quarrel with Oculus where they are.
Oh, this was a few weeks back.
This was a couple days ago.
No, this was.
But this has been
a bit.
ongoing.
Yeah, I know it's been
but
ongoing, but it
something
started a few
happened
weeks
a
ago.
few
Where
days ago?
it was about the stealing of the hardware and stuff, right?
Right. So
Oh yeah,
yeah,
I remember
yeah.
seeing that.
John
yeah.
Carmack was
Yeah.
an employee of ZeniMax when he was developing.
isn't John Carmack the guy for id Software? Like, he left?
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
yes.
Okay, he was the lead coder or
he was
whatever.
He was developing the code for Oculus while he was working for ZeniMax. So ZeniMax is now claiming that belongs to them technically.
Since he was coding it when
Since
he was
he was
working
coding
for
it while he was employed.
Intellectual
So
property
they
that
feel
he
like
had
he
on
gave
there.
away the codes without their consent, yada yada. And now ZeniMax is very upset at the Oculus for that. So
Interesting. Well, I mean, they could have legal standing if it was in his contract that he couldn't do
Yes, but
coding
he
outside of.
claims that while they have the right to hold the code, they don't have what's it called, like a copyright on VR in general, and that's what he's arguing, is that his code is general VR stuff, not so much the actual code.
Yeah.
So I have no idea how that's like turned
Someone
out.
said IGN2 pushed back. or something.
Yeah, I saw that
I like
when you were
that.
laughing.
That's pretty good.
God damn it.
IGN2.
They had
10 out of 10.
Half-Life 4 confirmed, Half-Life 3 being skipped completely.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of there's some stuff on Nintendo too where it's just like fucking, I don't know, it's probably all just completely up in the air, but like this stuff doesn't seem like it's too far-fetched. Like if Sony does another God of War.
Oh.
I mean, that
Another
would,
prequel?
I don't know, like
Prequel to the prequel.
that's just something that I
Or
could
a
see them
prequel.
doing. Like I don't think that would be too out of the realm for them to do. Like
Yeah.
I only
mean,
like
how much can they go? Because they've already done like.
well, I'm
Every
picturing-
single
I'm
Greek
picturing
god.
last
Fall back to
year-
hell.
They can go and beat up like some, Norse gods or like
he goes Pantheon
Indian
jumping.
gods. Like, I don't like your gods.
Oh man.
I mean, last year, how many
Bangladesh.
How many original IPs were like announced last year? There wasn't really too
Division.
many.
Well, Division was weirdly announced as a new IP,
Watch
but also an
Dogs.
old IP.
Destiny.
Well, it was the Tom Clancy thing they
Evil
were,
Within.
which was confusing.
ESO.
Evil Within wasn't on a press was it on a press conference? I don't think it was on a press
It
conference.
was. They had a big thing for it. I don't. Well, I thought they
PS4
announced
maybe?
it there.
Maybe-
Battlefront.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't
new
remember.
IPs.
Yeah, new
I'm
IPs.
thinking.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't. I don't really remember. I mean, they had a bunch of like indie stuff too.
Rise.
Yeah, well, here's another
Rise.
breakdown that says another Uncharted, another God of War,
I was,
Gran Turismo.
I was going to ask, did they announce another Uncharted 4? I thought they had already announced that.
I don't know.
Another Uncharted. I could be wrong, but I thought there was something people were speculating that there was going to be another one.
I wonder
There
when they're
already was.
where they're.
I
doing
mix
this.
up like the predictions for the movie and the Uncharted 4.
There might be an infamous Second Son DLC debut. Should be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Possibly new setting, new powers, blah blah blah, like that kind of stuff. I don't know. This is, like both ends are just rumors at this point, but
I'm really hoping for Arkham Knight stuff. I'm
Yeah,
really
they probably
hoping
have
for
a
a
good bit
presence
of
there,
that.
because that would be awesome if they showed awesome stuff there. Because I would be checking that
I
out.
wonder if they'll have any of the
hopefully.
Lord of the Rings
Mirror's Edge
Shadow
2.
of Mordor.
Yeah, Shadow of
Have
Mordor.
that there.
did you see the new
Oh,
what the fuck was it? Dragon Age? New Dragon Age that's
Inquisition.
coming
Oh, Inquisition.
Yeah. They've been
See
showing
that.
a little bit more
It's
of
been
that.
like loosely like.
What is that
teased for the
storyline?
past-
We killed them all, but we didn't kill all of them. You are part of the Inquisition, or like Inquisition's.
I
against
played
you or
like
something.
15 minutes.
Because you
of the first one
survived,
and
which
killed
makes
a bunch
you
of rats.
I don't know. Like, I don't know what the fuck they're doing with their.
We will fight to the edge of the earth. You never saw that trailer for Dragon Age? That's the only reason why I was interested.
I have a hard time keeping up with all of it.
Someone said Uncharted 4 is already on Amazon. I don't know.
I'm almost certain they had announced it. But
There's been all these rumors about Mass Effect.
there is
4.
another Uncharted coming out.
Please stop with Mass Effect.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd be okay.
No,
with,
prequel. It has to be a prequel.
I'd be okay with a Mass Effect game that goes in the universe but has nothing to do with.
They could
the
still
current
do it
Starring
past. They could
Ensign
still do it
Shepard.
past. They could be
Ensign
like,
Shepard.
there are things that own the Reapers or whatever the fuck. Like
No, they could make a Mass Effect story. The universe is so big that
Yeah, they don't need to stick with the Reapers.
It doesn't have to do with the Reapers. It can be just
The
like
Reapers.
Well, the thing is,
Like-
like the first one starts you off with like knowledge of Reapers. The second one builds up to 3, and then 3 is like Reapers and a bunch of bullshit. And now it's like, well, now that happened, what's up? Like if they do a prequel, like young Shepard and his.
No, they
like,
don't have to follow Shepard. This is such a big universe that they
Yeah, but the
allude to
idea
so
is like
many
all
things.
all the races are
You should
intertwined.
play as like a Krogan for like. just
That would
the
be
whole
amazing.
thing.
Can you
Playing as
imagine a Krogan game like those guys?
Did you
are
play as a
insane.
Krogan? You there was a
In
mission where you
Multiplayer, yeah.
You don't get to play as a Krogan.
You played as a Krogan in 2, where you did like a mission for some type of like I think you had to defeat a worm or something. I thought you had to play as like Rex or one of the Krogan.
He has
Do you
no idea what
ever
I'm talking
do you ever leave playing your own character?
No, you
about.
don't.
Right, yeah.
I think that would kind of destroy the RPG element of it if you play as another
You ever
character.
play another
Yeah.
character in that?
Had to be the last one that you were.
You
there,
were,
the
yeah, you were.
multiplayer.
Well, you were on the Krogan planet. I get.
No, you go to Tuchanka, but you don't actually play as them.
I thought they had they had two parts of the Tachanka where.
BioWare said 4 will have nothing to do with Shepard.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I think Shepard's spent. I mean,
No.
he's not really.
You know, they
But yeah, I
can't they
don't
can't
think they-
chief it forever like Halo's doing.
Yeah.
Hey, God of War's getting up there. God of War's getting
Mass
up there.
Effect 3 ODST.
I guess I had
That's
a
what I'm
dream
going
where
for.
I played as a Krogan.
I guess so. I don't remember. Like, I remember you playing.
Shepard.
You go for a rites of passage with Grunt.
Oh,
while
you
you play
can-
with him.
You can play
Yeah.
as Joker the whole game. Seth Green, the entire
Yes,
game.
you do play as Joker. You do play as Joker.
No, I'm just saying for the next game you always.
He was
I know,
joking.
but you do play as
Yeah, I
Joker.
know,
That's
you
the
do,
only
you do,
time.
you
Is there a
do, you
flashback or whatever?
No. What happens is
You play
in
as
Mass
Joker.
Effect 2, everyone else is detained or off, and Joker becomes like you have to use Joker to get somewhere. That's like the only thing I can think of.
That stupid mission had no point to it. Like it.
Seth Green, fuck yourself.
The fuck.
Joker
He
was
gets
cool.
like depressed like
Yeah, but
halfway
he was
through.
cool.
Yeah, he was cool in the first couple, but then he gets like super depressed.
When does he get depressed?
Like through the second one.
I think this is a different Mass Effect game than you've played. He's probably
is
played.
You know,
like,
I think this game is so ever branching that you did play a Krogan level, and in your version, you did something to Joker, so he was super
Joker's
depressed.
different.
Joker's like really happy a lot of the time.
Like
That's how-
Witcher,
that's how
you
big the
gotta-
choices
right.
are.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
Who did you romance? Like a machine or something?
He
Really?
romanced Joker and then broke his heart.
Holy
He was
shit.
depressed.
You can romance Joker. I didn't even know that.
Could female, well, probably male Joker too, right?
Female Joker? What? What? There's a
Or
female.
female Shepherd. I mean, as
He's
female,
playing Mass Effect 2.5 right now.
as female Shepherd.
He's playing.
No, like
You can
it's-
start picking the genders of other characters. Rex is a girl now too.
Holy shit. Did you know that the chick in Mass Effect is the Yvonne chick
Vaughn? Yeah.
from
Oh,
Dexter?
That's not surprising.
No,
it
it's
looks like her.
It's exactly modeled.
Yeah,
Yeah, it looks like her. Now that
I
I,
didn't
think
know
about
that up until.
Yeah, yeah. I watched a bunch
You
of
know,
pre-game
I still
stuff
to this
on
day
that,
open
so-
up Netflix and I see Dexter's thumbnail on there and I go, fuck you. That's what I do.
it. You know what? I still haven't
Every
invested
time.
myself in the
You were
last
happy with
season.
it?
Huh?
You were happy with the season finale?
No, I wasn't happy.
Uh-huh.
So it's kind of like an
Series.
angrily like.
Series.
Mass Effect Russian ripoff edition.
She'll always be.
Hello, it is I, Krogan Shepherd.
Shepherd.
Female Krogan Shepherd Joker.
What? Female Joker.
What the fuck?
Listen,
I
at
would
least
like
in
to
my
romance
version,
you.
I still had Rex as the leader of the Krogans. So
I did too.
No, you didn't.
Yes.
Could have sworn you said you didn't.
What?
Motherfucker.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, man. I did not kill
'cause
Rex in the first
I
game.
could have sworn you told me you killed Rex.
I never killed Rex. I kill Caden every single time because I hate that guy.
Damn.
I kill him. I kill him every
He's
single
got a
time.
butt chin, so I would kill him too.
I don't like him. He just complains about his headaches all the time because he has those bio implants and stuff like that.
Now, were you getting Joker and Caden confused? Because it seems like Caden might have been kind of depressed with his headaches.
No. Because I thought that
Joker's the
after the
pilot.
whole Joker like escapes the ship
joking.
bullshit, he just like kind of turns into like a Fagio, where he just doesn't really do much.
What?
Do you know what I'm talking about?
What?
Joker's running away, right?
Fagio? Like-
What does he
like
do
the- Like the
afterwards?
scooter, Fagio?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
He
becomes
crawls
useless.
down and I think he like airlocks the ship and then finds Shepard and then that's like goes to in game.
Right.
There he doesn't like there's
During
no,
that, he's no longer funny.
Why would you be funny if you just saw your whole
I'm
crew
just saying.
die?
I understand. I'm just saying he's lost a comedic touch.
Yeah, for maybe an hour, maybe 10 minutes of cutscene that he's in for the rest of the game. Yes, okay, he loses his touch, and then at the very end of it, he's still kind of like throwing banter out while he's flying the ship.
Not really.
Didn't happen on his game. I don't know what you're talking about, Jordan.
I stopped paying attention to him after that. There's no-
He played a completely
Seth
different
Green was
game
no
than
longer
you.
funny to me, so I just kind of he dropped off.
I don't
my,
think anyone should be funny in that situation.
I thought she should be funny. She'd be like, "Oh no, we're getting attacked."
She should be?
He. What did I say?
This is a female Joker.
All right,
again.
man, I don't know what the fuck. I think we don't know what the fuck is going on right now. This is a different fucking game right now.
Can you like sit down and write out the storyline as you experienced it?
I haven't played it in like a long time.
As
though.
you remember it
I
would be
can
fine.
tell.
Would be fine.
I remember parts of it, but there's
This is Alex's version
Let's see,
of
it's
Mass
either
Effect.
the missions where you get to come down and kill Geth on multiple different planets, or you get to harvest the planets for materials to build up your ship.
That
later
was
on.
2, right?
Yeah.
2 did that.
2 did the. That's mostly that was my favorite part. Was how you get to spend hours upon hours gathering.
There's not a whole
materials.
lot of Geth in Mass Effect 2.
Okay. You're asking me what my favorite part is.
Yeah. What part specifically? I'm asking.
What part specifically?
Yeah.
Like real talk. The Assassin's Dude storyline was probably my favorite part.
Okay.
How you get to do all like the stealth bullshit.
That is pretty cool. He's a pretty cool guy. You
But
remember his name?
no.
What about Zaid?
Zaid.
Was that him?
No,
Oh.
yeah, that's the mercenary. He's
Yeah.
DLC.
I remember I talked to you about Zaid when he came out. I was like, you gonna kill him off? You gonna kill him off? Zaid, fucking random ass DLC character with a flamethrower.
Shepard. Zaid Masoni.
Disgusting. Anyway, no more Mass Effect. You're done.
I don't know.
I
what
miss
We
this
know
was.
you
This
played
was-
game A, he played game B. So
You
we
do
know
play
that.
different games though, depending on your choices.
You
That's the whole
absolutely
thing with
do.
BioWare. I don't
It's
know. If
so deep.
you played
It's so
BioWare
deep.
games, they always do that to you. Like depends on what you choose.
Yeah.
You might have.
Well,
a
I don't
different
know what
outcome.
hallucinogen you were on that made them change genders, but
I remember I stayed up multiple hours, so I mean, there could have been some parts that may have been mixed together with some other parts, but
that's true. Yeah, I mean,
You never know.
Seth Green was
sometimes
the
when
funniest
when I remember back to
I like-
Fallout
I
3,
like
I like
Mass
to
Effect
picture
1.
3 Dog as a girl. You know, 3 Dog, woo! It's a girl. Like I figure I could romance.
I didn't say I
3 Dog.
pictured it. I worded it wrong. I never said I pictured it. I
I
never said
pictured
female
it.
Joker.
I pictured it, so I can understand how a branching storyline can go so far to really implant that vision in your head.
So you did hallucinogens while you were playing Fallout 3.
This is a long time ago.
Oh. Well,
Sometimes you need that to get through a Bethesda game.
A lot of glitches. A lot of dog meat.
A lot of brink.
A lot of dog meat dying, and I didn't want him to die, so I had to reload.
Oh man.
I'll be honest, I actually had to reload for the parts where you could save different people.
Off of? Let's get back to topics.
Back to topics. Back to topics. What are the topics? That was the only one that I had. The Nintendo thing
Well,
about
so
new consoles.
You were talking about the ESO thing. The newest information was that the console versions got delayed for that.
Yeah.
6 months.
version coming out?
The
Yep.
PC version came out,
Oh,
and
that's
the
just
console.
gonna be like.
They're delaying it 6 months.
That's just gonna be like Defiance, like that fucking
Defiance
game.
on console, like MMOs on console.
Although the Final Fantasy Realm Reborn is doing pretty good.
You made Craig. How did you do that?
I mean, Creature Craig. Well, everybody was saying penis bat for Craig, so
It is pretty much Craig.
I figured.
Can't believe how much alike they look. But yes, ESO has been delayed. Why do you think that is?
I can't imagine. I mean, the launch was so successful with PC. There's no reason why it should be delayed for the console. Just pour it over right now.
It should be poured over right now. Right now, before they even.
But no,
Right?
I-
They don't even map the controls. They just poured it right
Oh,
over. Like
man.
that's it.
I can't even
Done
imagine.
deal.
You buy a keyboard, a Microsoft keyboard, plug it in the Xbox, then you plug in the mouse as well to
I
the
cannot
keyboard.
even imagine what it is going to be like on console. That is horrifying. That is horrifying. I want to see their sales figures when they if they can launch it on PC and get this much backlash. Like, who is gonna go out there besides people that have no idea what they're buying? Like parents, like, oh, my son might like this.
Yeah, but then
Maybe I
don't know if like
50,000
MMOs is
sales.
like the ideal thing for parents to buy, because then they're like, well, it depends how scummy the people selling it are though too, because it's like, yeah, I'll buy it. Be like, do you know you have to pay $15 a month for your son to keep playing this game? 'Cause
Wait, so I have to pay $60 and then another $15 a month for my son to play this game?
Yeah.
Kid might have an allowance.
What?
He'll use an allowance for that. Monthly allowance.
That's pretty dirty.
Right into ESO.
I just can't see any kind of console game, any kind of MMO.
I saw all of those
working on
articles.
consoles.
For the most
Are
part.
those.
Joystick articles. I was looking at the same stuff that he has listed on here. Anyway, yeah.
So ESO delayed for consoles doesn't affect any of us because we don't give a shit. I'm sure Fallout will be announced, and then they'll brush that shit under the rug so fucking fast that nobody will remember that a thing has happened with ESO because it'll all be Fallout talk.
Maybe they're just delaying the console release until they can announce Fallout 4, and then just completely dropping the fact they're going to release.
Even then, they could do Fallout 4, and then they could add to that fucking cake, and they could say Liam Neeson is going to be fucking voicing in it again.
Hey!
Fuck it, game over. No one, fuck off, ESO.
ESO would just, they bury it so far deep
that would
in
go
the
so
realms
far.
of the internet, they wouldn't even
They'll start
know.
announcing all these fucking. They'll have Ice-T voicing it and shit like that. Like they'll have all the guys that like Snoop
Ice
Dogg,
Cube.
all the people that have voiced, all the celebs that have voiced in fucking games over the
Ed
years.
Harris.
They're gonna bring them all in. Ed Harris.
Gary
voiced-
Oldman. Ed
Gary
Harris was in
Oldman.
Black Ops.
Was he really?
Yeah.
He looked like
was,
himself.
Yeah, he looked pretty similar. And then, where's Gary Oldman?
He was the guy like torturing you or whatever. Like, the numbers, Mason.
I didn't play that.
Or the
thing.
numbers, Mason.
Oh, really?
He was that
Yeah,
guy.
that was him.
Turn the main menu.
Yeah.
I didn't fucking.
That was Ed Harris.
Ed Harris was in it a
I think
fair
Gary
bit.
Oldman was.
Gary
what's his
Oldman was
name?
in both.
Victor Reznov.
Yeah, he was in both. He was in Black Ops and World at War.
Well,
he
yeah,
played
like,
the same character.
as long as they keep,
and he played a
like,
different character in Black Ops. He played two different characters. He sounded exactly like himself both times.
As long as they keep Steve Blum around. I mean,
Steve Blum.
I've heard a few Steve Blums in that Batman DLC again.
Oh yeah.
He's just hanging about in there still.
Jordan and I was playing Arkham
Steve
Asylum
Blum.
a little bit on the laptop in Jordan's office the other day, and like he heard both Steve Blum and Nolan North in like the intro.
No, I remember
Supposedly,
that.
I'm telling you, fucking Troy Baker has fucking gone from like nothing to everything.
Yes, after the Joker.
He is Call of Duty now. He's the main dude in Call of Duty now too.
Yeah.
Troy Baker.
That-
Troy Baker's
Sounds about
fucking.
right.
That was
That's it?
they had an article about him in Game Informer about how he's like top of the industry now. Like,
Yeah, he's fucking top
Gary,
dog. There's
not
no way.
Gary Coleman, Gary Oldman.
Gary Coleman wasn't in Black Ops. That's racist.
Mickey Rourke could be it. Michael Rooker.
Michael Rooker. Yeah.
Steve Blum.
All of them in a Fallout thing. They all be random NPCs. But yeah, Troy Baker's
Jack
fucking gone.
Bauer.
He is now
No.
Steve Blum and Nolan North. He's the
Like
new
he's just
Nolan
got fucking like at any part. Like it just seems like the go-to is let's contact Troy Baker and see if he can fit a voice for this role.
Troy Baker's agent is probably just like 24/7 wanders around LA, going to all the studios they can, just looking.
yeah.
Hey, I got Troy Baker. I
Troy
got him
Baker
right
in
here.
Break 2.
Break 2. Troy
Confirmed.
Baker's gonna be lead.
Confirmed.
The lead
He's going to be the bad
plays
guy.
all the characters.
They just
every
pitch him up
Belfort.
and down like an old machinima would.
No.
But it's like not even like that Troy Baker's playing like side roles. He's playing the lead role for like all of these big games. Like he's the fucking Joker, big role. Fucking he was Delsin in Infamous. That's the fucking character you play as. Now character you play as in fucking Call of Duty. Like fucking character you play as in BioShock. Troy Baker. Like it's like every game you
wouldn't be
play
shocked.
from here on out is going to be Troy Baker.
Wouldn't be shocked
behind
if the new
lead.
Call of Duty
Until,
has Troy Baker.
I wouldn't be
as
shocked
the
if the
lead
new
VO.
Assassin's Creed will be Troy Baker. The new Assassin's Creed. Nolan North out, Troy Baker
Oh, man.
in.
They're trying
Nolan
to-
North
they
will
were
now
phasing-
transition to Steve Blum.
There you go.
Steve Blum is God who knows
he's
what
gonna
at
be
this
gone.
point.
Oh,
Unless it's
man.
Wolverine, he's going to be out.
Yeah.
He's going to be phased out. And Troy Baker will literally take over everything else.
Man.
It's fucking crazy like how many like how many spots like he's had over the like just a couple years.
They keep confirming how they're skipping over the different Half-Lives.
I know,
Apparently.
now they're skipping 4 too, so they're going straight to 5.
yeah, Troy Baker's confirmed for main character in Half-Life
Geralt
5.
Geralt Rivia is gonna be voiced by Troy Baker. That's the guy from Witcher.
Is he really?
No.
Troy Baker will voice Mario.
That doesn't seem like that's a joke, though, that Geralt would be voiced by Troy Baker.
That's the same guy.
What's the next 3 title? Is it going to be Portal 3, Left 4 Dead 3, Counter-Strike 3?
Well, considering the Left 4 Dead team is working on Evolve, I doubt that'll be Left 4 Dead 3. Unless Valve completely takes it by themselves and does it, like, on their own.
There's a lot of 3s coming up, and Gaben is really sweating. He's sweating.
New IP.
He's just gonna go to a new IP completely at this point.
Gabe's gonna go.
He's
gonna. You know where Gabe's gonna
3s.
go? I know exactly what Gabe's gonna do. He's gonna see this fucking chart. He's gonna be like, "Oh, 3, 3, 3. We can't do any of these. Get me on the phone with the devs for Lead and Gold. Lead and Gold 2. Booyah!
Lead and Gold, Gangs of the West 2.
Ooh, yeah.
Gangs harder.
That's how it's gonna go.
Oh man.
And that'll be the second one. Then they can survive for like a couple more years.
Yeah, and they'll
3.
be stuck with another 3 upcoming. They need a new
God.
IP.
They still don't
completely.
even need to do a 3 though. They can always do like Portal 2, fucking colon, you know,
Episode
the
2.
Afterlife or some shit
Episode
like that.
2,
Yeah,
yeah.
like they could do their normal bullshit.
I mean,
that they
that's
do.
like, it was pretty funny because it went Half-Life, it went Half-Life 1, you know, Half-Life 2, you know, Lost Coast, whatever, all that other garbage was, Blue Shift and whatnot. That stuff's just random. But then going into, they're like, oh, you know what? Let's not do 3. Let's do Episode 1, Episode 2. Well, we don't want to go to Episode 3 yet. We don't want to do Half-Life 3 yet.
Unless that Steam console hits. If that Steam console hits, they'll release them all at the same time.
They're all launch titles.
Yeah, they're all launch titles.
Half-Life
They
3.
would sell
That
Left 4
fucking
Dead 3.
system, that system would be gone. Like that shit would. Oh my god.
They have Half-Life 3, they have Left 4 Dead 3, Portal 3, all launching
Team
at the same
Fortress
time.
3.
Team Fortress 3.
all of them.
all of them launching on the Steam boxes. Like, I can't even imagine.
Nah, because I mean, all those games have like Team Fortress 2 probably has a lifespan of like 2 or 3 more years. Well, probably 5 years at this point.
No, it just got rejuvenated.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're not gonna just be like, oh, Team Fortress 3. For like after people be like, what about my hats? What about my
They'll
hats?
transfer over. But you'll have to pay a
They
dollar
made
fee
so
per.
much money off of TF2 over the past year of free to play. Like,
That's why they can afford to take this gamble with the Steam box.
Dota 3, Dota 3
would be the other
They
one.
even took on that IP. They didn't even like
Dota
make
3
that.
would be the other one.
They just bought Dota.
That's like their fucking like 5-6 game lineup right there. That's a
The
full
Valve
lineup.
Game number 3 package. That's what it would be.
It'll be $50. It'll sell more than any other game in the history
Jesus
of gaming.
Christ.
Can you imagine if
A
they sold that?
$50 package of all of those.
3s? No way. Like, would they price at $50?
You don't know. It's Valve. They're pretty
What
amazing.
about that fucking the orange box?
The orange box.
was fucking.
TF2 Half-Life 2.
Wasn't that like $30 or something like that?
It was TF2 Half-Life 2 and
20
Counter
or
Strike,
30,
wasn't
yeah.
it?
I think it was more than that. It was like $60.
It had all the
I remember
Half-Lives
buying
on there.
it.
Had all the Half-Life.
Not the first one.
Yeah.
It was 2 in
Half-Life
the
2,
episodes.
all those like engine versions.
I remember I had to get it to play Gary's mod or whatever. Like
Yeah.
I had to get
Yeah,
those.
Please, Valve,
We might get
please.
some hands-on time with the Steam box at E3,
It's,
right?
yeah, we will be. We will
Which
be
one?
getting- there's a few different versions that could
Just
be
a couple?
possibilities. So we'll see
Where? When? What?
At E3,
at E3.
hands-on time with Steam box.
There's because of the different
Maybe.
ones, like the different ones have different specs and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah. I think I don't think anything's confirmed yet, but probably touching the Alienware one.
Yeah.
So I was saying might. There's rumblings.
There's rumblings.
There's rumors.
Rumblings and rumors.
Anyway. So speaking of delayed shit, Dying Light got delayed. I had to, I think it said spring 2015.
I think it was just like
think it was-
beginning of 2015.
What's the point of announcing dates anymore? Why don't they just do what DayZ standalone did?
Just put it out. They could do the Telltale route and literally announce it like a week.
Yeah, a
before.
couple weeks
Like,
before.
would say
People
that
just
would be
know it's
better.
generally about time it's going to come out.
Yeah.
It's just-
I would say that would be better than all of these games announce dates and they all get pushed back.
I did that a few weeks back. A few weeks back, I went to Telltale's Twitter and I was just like, shouldn't I do like something be out relatively soon? And they were
Yeah.
just like, boom, episode 3, Walking
just
Dead,
because they saw your tweet.
next week. I didn't even tweet to them about it. I should and be like, I came. Some stupid shit like that or something. I don't know. But like, they announced it relatively quick.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy how they have like they have so much shit on their plate too for them to have a release schedule like that.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, like, people buy they buy it they buy the entire season beforehand, so they can kind of do that
Yeah.
release schedule because people already paid for it. They're just waiting for the next bit of content.
Well, Dying Light is like, I mean, that's Techland, so I kind of
Understand?
expect.
Yeah.
I mean,
What did they do
I'm
before?
Sure Techland was Dead Island.
Dead Island, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
it'll
can
be like,
understand like if they wanted to fucking get that shit ironed out, if there was a lot of bugs or whatever, like
Yeah,
nobody
Dead Island
wants
was
a-
super buggy.
yeah, nobody wants like a Dead Island case where it's like super buggy. So
It's very similar in the way it's built and everything. Like we were playing it at
graphic engine.
Yeah,
is the
last
same,
E3.
Yeah.
No,
No,
PAX
oh, it was
Prime.
PAX Prime?
Yeah,
It looks pretty good. It looks pretty fun.
it had
Yeah.
some cool mechanics.
I didn't get to play it
but
myself,
it felt
but-
a lot like Dead Island. So
It was probably a bit
think
like
it'll
rough.
be-
Is that Lyle? That looks like Lyle.
That is Lyle.
probably
Oh, yeah.
someone that's scrubbed, subbed to Lyle.
That's funny. Anyway, I just saw that and I was like, that looks like Lyle. Anyway. So, delayed.
Not much
Delayed.
there.
I could talk quick about the. I found a little bit about the Unreal Tournament thing. They announced their Unreal Tournament. They haven't even started working on it, from what it sounds like.
Who?
Epic.
They
Oh,
just
okay.
started working on it.
Like
the
they
other
just
day.
started working on
I'm not
it
even
the other
looking at your
day,
notes.
and it's going to be free.
It's on your notes, though.
Not free
Free
to
to-
play. It is going to be free. There will be no microtransactions. It'll be a completely free game.
How do they
all-
make money off of it?
Well, they're not going to make.
Are they a
money off of it.
non-profit organization now?
They're not going to make money off of it initially, but they will be opening up a store that modders can add their content to, and then they'll take a cut of some of that.
That's actually pretty neat.
So it'll be fully modded and fully moddable in Unreal
Fuck
Engine
me.
4.
They just gave that shit to Valve on a fucking silver platter. They're like, here, you're gonna charge for your workshop. And Valve's probably, Gabe's probably sitting there like, hey, Jesus Christ! If fucking
So
Valve charged for their
similar,
workshop.
it's similar to the workshop, but I don't know if it's gonna be the Steam
No, if
workshop.
It'll
he's
be
just
similar
saying,
to what the Steam Workshop is.
Imagine the Valve Workshop for any game having a specific like if
You
the
can
modder,
sell your mods.
yeah.
Like say, oh hey, I just made this new gun.
Same idea.
I'll sell it
Yeah,
for
yeah.
$5, and then you get $4. Steam, I mean, then Epic gets like $1 or something like that. Like that's how they
pretty,
do their
yeah.
mod.
Like, imagine if that same system was in there.
That's a
Like,
pretty
what if
smart
that-
model.
What if that system was on like
TF2.
TF2? Yeah.
Like all the items that they get, they would be able to
You
sell.
set the price. You got a rare gun. You set it for $5. You get your dollars. To
Make
your
the
Steam
most
account.
make the most OP fucking
No,
gun in
they
the
would-
world.
They would moderate that stuff. Like they approve
I don't know.
everything.
It's I mean, it's well, I don't know.
That's the next gen of fucking
Microtransactions.
Well, it's
I
their
think
model
do
they've
it
been
for
going
us.
for.
It's been quite some time
but
since
you're
we've
doing
seen.
it for us.
No, that is what Valve has started already. They go into what's it called? Their Steam workshops. You can't add stuff unless it needs to get approved first, and then it gets voted on to see if they want it in the game. Valve will go through, do their stuff to it, add it to the store marketplace. The maker gets a cut of all the sales, even though you can get it in drops in game and stuff like that.
This is how Epic is doing it.
Yes.
Okay.
It is similar to this. Not exactly the same. It's going to be a workshop. You know, you submit it. They'll probably have to approve it, and then they'll sell it, and they get a cut of it, kind of thing for the in-game stuff. So
Wow.
it's going to be pretty insane. Like that's what they've been doing though. Like their Unreal Engine 4 licensing thing is $20 a month, and you give them 5% of your sales. So they don't require any engine licensing fees anymore. It's just you make a game, you need to pay us 5% of anything that game makes. So it's like they're
Well,
not.
it's probably gonna be more than 5%, to be honest. Like
Huh?
if that's solely what they're making their money off of. At the same time, I kind of feel like this might be like what Rise was for the Xbone. Like I feel this might be for the Unreal Engine 4, where it's just like
Tech demo.
yeah, pretty much like a free-to-play tech
Even if
demo
it is a tech
with
demo,
a
they're still gonna make a
marketplace.
shit ton off of this just because of that system.
We don't
in
really know
place.
because at the same time, Unreal Tournament's been like dead for a long time.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a
So-
completely community-fed project.
What's
This
the-
is going to be a
Yeah.
complete, like the source code is going to be completely open source on the web, so people can watch it in real time being coded.
How many like what's the last like Twitch shooter that's out that like a ton of
That,
people
what
can
was it?
go to like
What was that one that we had?
Tribes Ascend is one.
Tribes Ascend. There
There's,
was
Arena-
Counter Strike technically count
What was
as
the
a
name of
Twitch
that
shooter?
one? No,
Arena
not
Mania
Twitch.
or something
What
like
was
that.
the name of that one on the Xbox that came out a while ago? Probably about a year ago. It started with a V.
A B.
How many games start with a V?
Maybe it's a V. I can't remember, but it was very like Unreal Tournament. I remember doing a video on it.
I don't know.
It was a
Shadowrun.
Twitch shooter. and it was on the Xbox Arcade. We were going to play the demo of it.
I really don't remember. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I wish I had more to describe it on, but oh well. But anyway, that's like there hasn't really been any good Twitch shooters, and it is going for that nostalgia factor as well as the modding factor, because all these people are going to be able to watch in real time as this game is created, adding their feedback into it, like all these classic gamers that played all the Unreal tournaments. So it's going to be coded to exactly how the community wants it, and then it's going to be free for everyone.
Until they start wanting to like add some nifty stuff.
Very smart.
Goodness.
I don't know. It's also weird too, having a bunch of people sit in chat and be like, "No, do this. What we want is this. We want like randomly generated health packs, and we want bigger maps. No, we want smaller maps." Like
they're gonna get all the community feedback and more.
I'll play it. Like by all means. I'm just curious to see how they're actually gonna go about it. I mean, again, the last Unreal tournament that came out was originally when like the Xbox 360 was like first being released.
I just figure like imagine if like the Halo games did something like that, because I remember back with Halo, like for Halo 3, when people would bitch at Bungie about map packs, it would always be that they wanted Halo 2 maps to be brought back, and Bungie would maybe do one map out of the select, to be a remake.
They do like a remake, kind of like
there would only be like one though that would be like a remake.
It would be a
remake-ish
too. It'd be like.
But imagine if like the community themselves could make like the Blackout ones and or Lockout and like all those by themselves, send them to Bungie, and then Bungie just puts a price point on them and fucking puts it up. Like people would be like, yay! Like. You get what you want right there.
Absolute bank on.
It's just like super community driven.
It's kind of what they did with for what was it? Halo 4? Which one? Forge World was on which one? ODST.
Forge World was Reach.
That's I was trying to remember what was like. What the fuck is the game in between? Reach had Forge World. A lot of people recreated the old maps from
went in the playlist.
Like
they put them in the playlist.
They all put in the playlist, and they were like, but
they put a price point on those bad boys.
They looked pretty nasty, but.
Yeah,
because they were all made out of the gray, like fucking.
I mean, that was a revolutionary.
They remade
system.
TF2 like maps and stuff like that.
I tried to make 2 for it, and I did pretty good if it didn't limit me on how many objects I could put.
Well, there's only so much you can spend, Jordan.
Yeah,
but
your budget.
I just remember the Halo 4 remake of Valhalla was the exact same thing, just with different textures.
Yeah, that was.
I didn't like that.
Semi-updated.
Just like I don't. If you're gonna bring it back. Like, I could play Halo 3 and play that map. I'd rather you update it and change it a little bit and switch it around outside of adding mechs to it. Like,
yeah, those mechs were pretty great. You like those mechs? You like those mechs?
I don't know what that was all about.
You know those mechs that hung out over by the wall and just strafed back and forth and killed everyone on the map?
You're playing and you're jumping off like the lifts and you get into a hog and you see a mech and you're like, what the fuck is this?
It's like I'm a super soldier in a super suit getting inside a mech. Like, doesn't even fucking make sense. But anyway,
I'm
super soldiers need mechs.
Because I actually want to try my hand at making some maps and stuff. I'll probably be doing a little bit of modding for it.
You're gonna make some money off that.
Maybe. I might give it out for free. We'll see how generous. No, I'm gonna sell. Who am I kidding?
Make some money off that.
I want to put my UDK skills to use.
Yeah. Well, on my list that I put up there, I don't know if any of you other guys have seen it, but it reminded me. I tweeted it out, and it reminded me of something that would make James outrageously nauseous. Was the Birdly thing that's on Vimeo? It's this like apparatus where you're fucking like wearing the Oculus, flying, and you have a fan blowing in your head.
I've seen that. No, but that goes
so it's
like
a flight simulator.
That is
like,
even further beyond a flight simulator, though. Like you said, there was a fan and stuff. There's also like
it's a contraption you're on where you fly. There's a fan blowing at you, and you're laying like you're flying, and you.
But they also have like scented things that like make it so that way you
like
the
whole 4D,
all that shit they set up in one fucking room for this dude to just be like.
Or glide.
Yeah. Or glide. Then I see this other one where it's a fucking bungee jump thing where like this dude got his friends to fucking hold him up and swing him like this. You stupid motherfucker! What are you doing with that? Like you're fucking what are you simulating death? What the fuck? What the fuck is your problem? Why would you want to do that?
Well, now I know.
Hey guys,
have to get
pull me up and
Oculus.
fucking swing me back and forth.
We have to get that. If there's a Kickstarter for that thing, we need to get it.
Technically, that is not asking James to go on anything high.
That's true. It's all fake. It's all fake.
A foot off.
Would you do something like that? Would you get on the contraption, the bird contraption, where you're fucking flying?
No, I don't even know what the game is. I didn't see any
It just
gameplay
seemed
of
like
it.
a simulator where it's just like you're flying
Like
Is
around.
it like one of those
demo.
wingsuit simulators? So like you're gliding down
Oh,
mountains.
really
or something?
fast? Just
Yeah.
Doesn't make any fucking sense
We'll
when you
break
do
out
some shit like
we'll
that.
break out the what's it called? The bouncy castle blower and just like
There was another one where the fucking dude. There was another one where it was a hand glider, and they give the fucking dude a stick to hold on to like this. It's like, oh shit, you're really fucking there. You got a stick there. You're holding on to the stick, and you're fucking flying around like that.
See,
Like, what the fuck?
See,
Why?
you were
Why
talking
is
about
that?
that. You were talking about a roller coaster thing. I don't know how engrossed I would get into it. Like, because like I know I'm sitting in a fucking chair. Like,
Dan.
It's when
I
you put
haven't
the
had
headset
talk
on.
about
I
it.
haven't touched the Oculus.
I couldn't explain it or whatever. Like I had him put the headset on, like just for the house thing.
Yeah.
And like he was just like, it feels weird. Like it feels weird.
Yeah?
It's
like-
like I don't know.
I've never experienced it.
You
I
can
haven't.
tell,
Any of the
like,
things
when
we've done, I've
when I
never
was at
actually put on
PAX
the.
and I was in that
Omni?
no, not the Omni. The Omni wasn't too bad because it wasn't dealing with heights or anything. But that like tech demo that the guy had me on was, I knew I was sitting in a chair, but the way that your brain works when you look down a steep ledge is like,
Yeah.
oh man, I better not walk too far over there. It's still in your like senses and your subconscious.
Yeah, I feel like your brain doesn't think like, okay, this isn't real, you know.
I mean, you can
Instead, you're
convince yourself.
You're naturally just kind of like, I don't want to take one more step, or I'm gonna fall right over, like
Yeah.
kind of deal. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'd have to check it out.
Yeah.
Next convention we go to, maybe E3, I'll be able to sit.
That's why I think Mirror's Edge would be such a cool game to
Oh,
play
yeah,
with
that would
that.
be cool.
Just because if you fall, you're like, oh, like, oh wait, never
Cool
mind.
or terrifying? Like, what the fuck? Cool?
Well, yeah,
cool?
because I'm not like you when it comes to like the heights.
Then why didn't you
like,
want to do the roller coaster one? You were like,
because it's more for me being like in control of the situation where like same thing with planes. A roller coaster, they just strap you and they're like, good luck, and then
Yeah.
you're like, it's not so much like the loop-de-loops or anything. I can do all that. It's just that like.
But none of those with the headset on. None of, like if you played Mirror's Edge, I don't feel like. What do you mean you'll be in control? Like at some point you will have to walk across
I'm not
a beam.
gonna. I'm
like,
not gonna fear that I'm gonna die sitting in the chair playing Mirror's Edge. In
But
the
there's
Oculus.
still something
Yes,
in your
but that's what I'm
subconscious that
saying. You're
affects
saying
you.
that now. You say that as if I know going in. Yes, I know I'm not going to die going in. I'm wearing
My
a
fear is
headset.
not the
But
height.
once this comes down, it's not. No, it's no longer. I know I'm not going to die. It's okay. I'm in this.
This is
now.
what your eyes are seeing, and your subconscious does tell you things like, "Oh, if you fall, you're toast," kind of stuff. You know, that does come into play. 'Cause
I mean, you can keep reassuring yourself, but you'd have to keep like looking up and be like, okay, I'm
I'm
in the chair.
I don't think I'm at that point with things
Put
like
the
that.
headset on.
I'll put a headset on.
Put it on.
It's a lot different.
I should
my fear is a lot
I should
different
make it
than.
and make it like we'll turn it and stuff like whenever it goes.
In Thailand, I was in one of those. It's like a big theater, and it's a huge screen, and they put you in a chair, and
it's the
you're like
Omni-
going through the
the
ride,
Omniplex.
and like you're like kind of like the chair is spinning and like going up and down and stuff like as you're in it. It's like a big
different-
theater.
It's
Oh, it's like
kinda
the Harry
the-
Potter thing.
Yeah. Like kind of
well,
like.
not like the Harry Potter thing. It's a theater though.
Like the
it's
Spider-Man
a
one,
a
like-
movie theater.
Did you ever go to the Natural Science Museum in Boston that had
Yes.
the Omniplex
Yeah.
or Omni whatever OmniMax Theater?
Yes.
It was an IMAX theater, but the screen was bowed around you, above you, so it surrounded you completely, and it would like the effect you get on IMAX, you know, like flying when you're flying and stuff, but 10 times more because it completely surrounded you, and you would walk into the theater and get a headache because of how weird the structure was.
They had
We should
that
go to
at
one of those.
It would be-
they had
it would
that
be really-
at Disney World, Soarin', where you're on this like it's supposed to be like a
it's
hand
kinda like
glider.
that.
It's
No,
a
no, I've
boat
been on
thing.
that. It's kind of
They
like
have the
that,
wind.
but it's even more immersive than that.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't bad for the Spider-Man thing. Like even though that was on the, you know, I knew like that was like I could still see like you guys next to me, and I could see like that it was a ride.
No, I'm saying
it's
that
just
they-
that when I like when it's on and like I don't know.
There is no
escape
other
it.
field of view.
Yeah.
It's just that.
It's just that.
That's
I try
why
to
you
cover
can get
my eyes
really
and I can't.
disoriented. You can get really disoriented with it if you don't have a grounding situation for it. So like if you're like falling through the air, you would get super disoriented because you wouldn't have any way like, oh, there's the ground. Like the guy constantly had me look at the ground when he was popping me in different parts of the level, because if you would have, I would have been like off in the middle of nowhere and fallen off my chair and flopped around like a fish. It's pretty bad.
So Oculus sickness happens.
We need to get an Oculus for the office.
We should. That'd be
make some
awesome.
pretty good videos.
I think we should. That'd be pretty
It'd probably
fun.
be best to wait for the next one.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know when it
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
out. I already bought the next one, but I don't know when. Well, I put a down payment on next one. I don't know when.
Yeah, you had talked about how buggy and weird the first one is, and how janky you have to make it.
It just changes the resolution. Yeah.
People are getting pissed about my faces in there. Stop putting down.
Why are there so many faces?
I don't know.
I mean, do people realize that we like updated them to kind of like prevent spam, and like it's right back to spam again? I don't understand if people don't realize that spam is still an essential rule of Twitch. Just because we're a little bit more lax, we still don't like spam. Well, at least I don't like spam. But I mean, I like the spam food.
But it is sub chat right now.
Oh well, thank you subs for spamming.
Anyway, yeah. Have you heard anything about the Bryan Singer? You know who Bryan Singer is? He's the director of the X-Men movies.
Yes.
And he's director of X-Men: Days of Futures Past.
Yes.
Apparently, there's a scandal going on right now regarding him. There was this guy who had gone to this party. I think it was like in 2000, 2001, where it was a party with a bunch of well-to-do people, and he had gotten. He was like a male model. I think he was in his late teens or something like that. He was, I guess, sexually like assaulted by a bunch of different guys. He had sued something, blah blah blah. I don't know what the deal was. He had done some lawsuit, I think, to the building or something like that, and had been awarded a lot of money. And now he's actually naming people, and he said Bryan Singer was one of them. And like he's denying it, but Bryan Singer has completely taken himself off the junket tour, the press tour for X-Men, because he doesn't want it to like tarnish the thing or whatever. But he's completely denying it. Him and a couple other producers, big producers, Hollywood producers, were named. But
Hollywood producers did what to somebody?
Sexually assaulted a
male model.
Yeah, he was a male model. He came to L.A. when he was younger or whatever. But
producers couldn't contain themselves.
I don't know. I mean, it's all alleged, and it's kind of reading the stuff on it. It seemed kind of wonky, like the guy's story, because like they thought it was weird that he originally hadn't said the people, but now it just seems like he's potentially trying to get more money. I have no idea. Like actually, like I haven't looked.
They're saying that they paid good money to use your face, so I guess I can't really argue that.
It's true. It's true. Paid $5 for my face.
They've essentially backed me into a corner where I cannot say.
But Bryan Singer is like denying the claims, and he thinks it's kind of, I guess, stupid. But
fuck me.
I don't know.
Well, that's pretty weird, Brian. I mean, he's just gonna affect his movie, and
now we'll see how the movie is. I mean, First Class, good. Wolverine, Days of Future Past.
He wasn't really. Bryan Singer wasn't involved with, I think, the Wolverine movies. He was a producer on Days of Futures Past. He was, was
he the one that did the first
two? Class. He did the first two. He was going to direct First Class, but then had to drop out because he was.
I'm starting to think that this dude has like a every dog has his day kind of moment, because I like the first two.
Yeah, the first two are great.
Like it's like the way
he did Jack the Giant Slayer and Superman Returns. Those were his last two movies.
Okay, every dog has its day.
Jack the Giant Slayer. What was that like?
He's already had.
I haven't seen it. Honestly, it did not look good.
It looked pretty bad.
He's had his day already, and it's obvious that.
No, yeah, his first movie too. His first movie was Usual Suspects. I think that was his first movie, and it was like a lauded, like a big, like people loved it. It was I haven't seen it, but I think I own it. But I've heard it was real. It's a very good movie. And then X-Men. He had done a movie with Ian McKellen when he was younger, before X-Men. That was supposedly good. So downhill definitely, but who knows? Hopefully,
what do you got on here with your follow up here? What's that on there? The last one that's up there also would be you.
Gotham trailer, the Gotham show. Have you seen it yet?
No, I thought this was the game.
No, this is the show. They released a full trailer. Well, they released like a TV spot for that 24 show that's on the miniseries thing they're doing, and they released a full trailer.
Is that new 24 is a miniseries?
It's like a special. It's a special.
That didn't happen yet.
So it's a special event. No, it did happen. It did happen.
Oh.
It might still be happening. I think it's a couple parts, but I don't know. I don't fucking know. But it's
24 just fucking go away.
It's not a whole season. It's just like a special.
Bauer.
He keeps coming back. I'm fucking done with it.
He never got his movie, and then now they have like the little special thing they're doing now.
Saw Veronica Mars on the shelf the other day at Target. They fucking released that real quick. That movie. I didn't even know that thing got funded.
That was straight to DVD.
It got funded by a Kickstarter. That's how.
Yeah, it was a Kickstarter.
We saw the thing. We saw the panel at Comic-Con for Veronica Mars. We had no idea what the fuck was going on during the entire thing, but the crowd
See,
loved
I don't know,
it.
man. I really like some shows, but even if they were to like abruptly
Nexus.
get canned, I don't think I would go that far.
Was the Twitch shooter?
Nexus
That's
was
not a
the
V,
Twitch
Jordan.
shooter.
That wasn't a V.
Jordan.
Anyway,
I don't know why I thought V.
Didn't start with a V
God.
either.
you know.
But
Like,
they
like if something got canceled, I don't know if I would fucking like, man, thousands upon thousands of dollars just to get it to come back. Like that's fucking nuts.
It was like in the millions, I think, when they finally
Oh, yeah.
ended it. That was
Jesus.
crazy.
It was up there. It was up there. Darren sure was up there.
But anyway, Gotham show. It's the show that follows like young Jim Gordon. Blah blah blah. I mean, it looks all right so far. I mean, the trailer they showed young Catwoman, and she has like the fucking goggles and
Is it gonna
shit.
tie in with Arrow?
It. No, well, people are comparing it to Arrow a lot and saying it might not be as good.
What's
but
the
I haven't
Arrow-
seen
what's the
Arrow.
cons-
so-
okay, yeah.
I haven't touched Arrow, so I have no
I've been
idea.
wanting to watch it.
I've been
heard
wanting
some
to watch it as
decent
well,
things
but
about it.
I've also been
Like,
wanting to watch Agents of Shield, and I've heard very mixed things about Agents of Shield.
Yeah.
But yeah, they showed off all the characters that are going to be in it. It seems like Gordon is going to be like fucking like Bruce Wayne's like mentor throughout the show. Like I guess he's going to be a regular character, Bruce and him, because the first episode starts off with the murder of his parents, and so like Jim's investigating that, and I guess that's the whole thing.
At what point does Gordon say, "Okay, fuck this, I'm done looking"? How many seasons can that go out?
I don't
looking
know.
for the
Well,
parents?
I think I read an
Listen,
article.
Bruce. We had like 5 murders come in. I can't stay on your parents forever. They're dead.
Everybody's
I
corrupt
can't-
in this department.
Yeah.
I can't get
I
anything
can't
done.
find their killer.
I think we need some sort of Batman to help us.
just little
Some sort of man that knows how to fly and see in the dark to find all these
Don't let me
criminals.
play any
Echolocation,
ideas.
I think. Echolocation.
And some type of belt that gives them different
Some
props.
guy would
'cause
need a lot of money.
superpowers
or private,
would just be
privately
crazy.
funded, be able to buy anything he wants. Really cool gadgets and stuff.
Have to
Somebody
be
like you, Bruce.
Yeah,
I mean, if
somebody
you grew
like
up-
you.
But
Something you can aim for when you grow up.
I
We'll
was
see you then.
I was reading an article with the showrunner, well, I guess the guy who's running it right now, and he was saying, ideally they'd like to go for 6 or 7 seasons or something like that. But the pitch, part of the pitch to I guess Fox was it would end with Bruce putting on the cowl, like it would end with an adult Bruce becoming Batman. So I don't know if it'll actually ever reach that because it's on Fox, but
Fox.
yeah, I don't
2
know.
seasons
When's
and at the end.
Aquaman gonna get his own?
Flash is getting his own. Each like they just announced Agent Carter, which is a spinoff of well, they just revealed the
One-shot,
logo,
those, yeah.
the one shot or whatever with Peggy Carter from Captain America, the British girl. She has her own show coming out on ABC.
Marvel based?
Yes.
That's fucking stupid.
So they're gonna have Agents of Shield and Agent Carter. Okay, so ABC has that. NBC has Constantine. NBC currently just greenlit Constantine for a full season. They shot a pilot for that. Constantine, written by the guy who wrote Man of Steel and
Keanu
stuff like
Reeves
that.
in it?
No, it's some random guy. But well, apparently, like, because Constantine's
Great.
British and blonde, and in the comics, I think.
British and blonde.
And so they're actually following that as opposed to what the movie did. So they have Constantine on that. They have Flash on CW. They just approved Flash.
What is happening here?
And they already have Green
they're
Arrow
gonna
on
have An
CW.
Avengers
You know,
for
they're try-
TV network
And TV.
superheroes. They'll be
Yeah,
able
they're trying to
have-
follow Marvel hardcore.
They'll be able to have everyone in
Everybody,
there. Like, Arrow will come
everybody's
in,
following that trend, and then Fox has Gotham. But like, I think
What
it's
is all this building up to? What is all of it building up to?
I think it's hilarious because the CW tried to do the Flash spinoff with Smallville, where they even introduced him in Smallville. They introduced Aquaman at one point too, but they were going to do a Flash spinoff on Smallville, and that never succeeded. But now they're actually doing it with Arrow. Flash is going to be a spinoff of Arrow. So
I'd like a Scarecrow show where he just fucking poisons people and makes
it's
them
just the worst
hallucinate.
fears every single time.
It's just him going episode to episode, making them experience their most horrific like fears, and each fear
Yeah.
could be something different. Like
Community got canceled. That was
Then
a
what?
big
At the
thing.
end, Batman
I
comes
can't
in,
think of
like,
Community
punches
without
him.
thinking of the fucking asshole Joe McHale or whatever.
Yeah.
Like how much of a fucking douchebag he was. So
For the whatever awards.
yeah, the what was it? Was it the VGAs?
Spikes, VGX.
VGX. Yeah, no longer the VGAs. VGX.
No, yeah.
So in terms of the gaming side, I could give two fucks about his show being canceled.
Joel McHale.
Good riddance.
Hey, he's still doing the soup. But I was gonna say something, but I can't remember now.
Oh, the soup. That's such a great show.
I actually kind of like the soup. I've always liked the soup. I've watched it since the 90s, though.
Well, he's an
I think Tosh.0 is better.
I like Storage Wars.
Will Wheaton has his own version of all of this coming out on Sci-Fi soon. It's like a clip show about nerdy shows. Anyway, it's called the Will Wheaton Project.
Original. I've never heard of it before.
The Will Wheaton Project. Anyway, I thought the Gotham show looks interesting because they're showing all the origins of the characters that but they're not them yet. So like fucking Penguin is like a low grunt in like the mob or whatever, and I don't know.
Okay, why can't they just do villains that are already existing in that timeline instead of building them up to be villains that we already know? Like,
Because
you're
that's
gonna
what
go with
people
your own
can
spin-off
connect
story.
with. People can connect.
Well,
with
the showrunner also did say, because I saw some comments from fans like, if they bring in the fucking Joker, they're gonna ruin him and it's gonna ruin the show.
They
and
are.
the showrunner was like, we have a plan for the Joker, but we want it to be done pretty delicately.
no.
Because they'll probably bring him in pre-Joker. He'll probably
Bruce
just be
is
a
gonna
gangster.
go to a circus. Joker will be a part-time clown who fell into like a tub of nuclear waste or something.
And that's how he becomes Batman. It's the origin titan. But yeah, I don't know how it's gonna play out. But I'm interested to see what they do with it.
He killed his parents and then turned into the Joker.
Yeah, that was the Joker.
Oh my god!
Either way, it's not gonna ruin like.
Either way, they're gonna ruin it.
Well, they could ruin it. They definitely could ruin it, but it's not gonna ruin. There's so many different iterations of Batman at this point.
Young Batman and shit. Like how much?
Young Bruce Wayne and Alfred.
Well, if you think about Halo,
No,
No,
not
I
back
don't
to
wanna
this
talk about-
again.
you think
No!
about Halo.
Joker was a gangster in some iterations. It's not like there is no definitive iteration for a lot of these things. It depends on what canon you go with.
If you go with
Anyway.
the Dark Knight canon, he just appeared on the side of the street.
Oh yeah, that was
like a
something.
ghost.
Someone's like nuclear waste, Alex. Have you seen
Manifest.
Daredevil?
Have you seen Russia? That's all he knows for origins for every Russian villain is nuclear waste. They all come out of Chernobyl.
Everyone falls into
You could technically
nuclear
have a
waste.
lot of villains come out of Chernobyl. I mean, like,
Imran Zakhaev.
Anyway, in the animated series, they had Red Hood was another origin, but like the animated series, they had a different thing as well. So anyway,
Oh yeah, somebody has already talked about it. We didn't talk about it much. Seamus isn't here, but
Where's
Killing Floor
Seamus?
2 has been confirmed.
Killing Floor 2.
Has been confirmed.
Killing Floor
Didn't
2.
really show too much about it, but I guess PC, Steam OS. I don't know when the fuck it's coming out, but I'm glad that they went back to that. That seemed to be like their bread and butter, and then they just
they
kind
did
of
that
went
like
off.
mobile top down.
Yeah,
thing.
it was on the Ouya.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like
yeah.
it was like a top-down like version of it, kind of like that one game
Dead
that we had
Nation.
played. Yeah, Dead Nation kind of deal. Which I don't know if that worked out too well. I think they had that at PAX too. That
Yeah, I
the top-down
saw
one.
him
They had like a
playing
booth
that.
there.
I don't know, like yeah.
I remember that the motherfucker
yeah.
from fucking the Tripwire guy from when we were in the Last of Us line. The guy, the
yeah,
Tripwire guy
yeah.
that I talked to, and I asked him about fucking Killing Floor 2, and he was just like, you fucking blew me off. I see how it is. But they announced it eventually anyway, so whatever. I'm sure that there's supposedly 6-player online co-op now.
Ooh.
Um,
That was always 6.
was it really?
Yeah. It was whatever the server would hold, but it was usually
That's true.
6.
Well, I don't know why they posted that then. 6. I mean,
It's
I guess
always 6 now.
more classes, more
Actually,
stuff
real
like
quick,
that.
more guns,
You know,
more
yeah, I would think that's
enemies.
just everything just ramped up more. I would like to think, but
maybe a campaign. A campaign would be pretty cool.
Oh yeah, more like oi no.
oh, damn.
In the world.
But like, I mean, I don't know if they've incorporated the workshop into Killing Floor to see like if they have like more shit going for them.
I think they did for Killing Floor the original.
yes, that's what I mean.
Okay, yeah, because that
'Cause,
was
like,
Unreal Engine 2.
I don't even remember the last time I played it. Honestly, it was probably like Christmas 2 years ago or so that I did that Christmas update because I
Yeah.
skipped out on the last Christmas update that they did, and I don't remember playing it since. But like that was always like a really fun co-op game that like we all played. Like I remember playing a lot with fucking Seamus and always having like the same group of guys like Wolf Noise and fucking all the same people joining in our fucking
Yeah.
matches that would fuck about with us and shit. So it's pretty cool that they're making a second one of that.
Yeah, I'll be excited to see that. Did they announce are they using Unreal Engine 3 or 4?
I have no idea.
Or are they still using 2?
I have no idea.
Because that was one of those things I'd like to make a map for.
I have no idea. I have no idea. I have no idea. Payday 3, they've been releasing, they released a DLC pack for Payday 2.
I just played that.
The sniper one.
The sniper one, like, that Thanatos 50 cal, that thing is just Rex.
Why are you playing without me, you
Rex.
fucking asshole? Why are you playing without me?
You see,
you
last
fucking buy
time-
sniper stuff and you don't even play with me.
I
Fuck
play
you.
like one game. I mean,
Yeah.
we can still play, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
whatever.
either way, we haven't got. You didn't play with the Gauge weapon pack. You know, the presidential election DLC.
Play with the first one,
We
not the
missed like
second one.
4 DLCs.
Yeah.
we missed like
That's a
4
lot of
DLCs.
They also have like alien or bug masks.
They
in
added some
there.
bug masks, but like the Thanatos 50 caliber thing that can take down a bulldozer in 2 shots.
Damn.
Yeah, it's and I got a triple kill. Like you can shoot through people. I got 3 guys with 1 shot. It's like it's slow reloading, but it would be an amazing support rifle. And they unlocked lookout spots. So now you can pay like at the beginning of the mission, you can pay like $20,000 and have a lookout spot unlocked. So you can like climb up there and have the sniper stay up there and like watch you for the entire mission.
That'd be pretty cool.
It's pretty cool because like the only one I tried was jewelry store, like the
Where
one
do
that
they
we'd
add
rush
the
in.
perch for that?
That one was like
Across the
in
street?
the alleyway. It was across the street and up the side of a building. So
Ew.
it was pretty cool.
How do you even see the jewelry store from up there?
you can see it. You can see all the outside
Across the
surroundings.
street,
Yeah,
to the front, or from the
What,
side. You said the side. You said it was beside it.
it's the front. Like you
Front,
look at the front
side building.
in the alleyway. You just
Okay.
go up the building. It's pretty cool though.
Well,
It'd
that's
be
nifty. That's pretty nifty. Look at that.
fun. It'd be
Except you
it's
play
pretty
without
fun.
me, so you're an asshole.
I
Have
played
you
one match, man.
heard
I
of the new
lost.
up and coming band Sunset Overdrive?
Okay, next
It's
question.
a pop punk band that's
Next.
it's a game created by Insomniac Studios,
Yeah, we seen that at E3.
and they just released some gameplay for it. So I was wondering if you guys have looked at
Looked
it
pretty
at all.
nifty. I didn't want to look too much into it, but I think it was
Sunset
pretty good.
Overdrive.
Yeah,
It was like a mix of like Saints and I don't know. It had some aspects of like it reminded me a little bit of Jet Set Radio with the colors and stuff, and that you can grind on the rails and shit like that. You can zip lines or whatever. So I
We
guess
saw
a
it
little
at
bit like
E3?
Infamous kind of deal. They announced it at E3.
Oh, was this at
Wait,
Xbox's
it
It was
press
the
conference?
teaser. They,
Was
they
it at
Is
released
Xbox's
it
the,
press
like
the
conference?
the CG
Microsoft
one
one.
where
Okay,
they
'cause
were,
I
like,
wasn't there
jumping
for that.
around and like shooting stuff and zip lining?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Where he's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Gotcha,
Yeah,
gotcha,
and they had
gotcha.
that weird, yeah.
I
It
wasn't
was
there
the
for
teaser.
that. You guys got the acceptance for that. I didn't. I had to fly in separately.
Right, so they put out some gameplay of it, and I don't know.
It looked a lot. It reminded me of Brink, like the way they had the trailer set up.
You're fucking mean.
It's like a mix of Dead Rising as well.
That's what
into
it was.
You were saying it was like
Rising.
Dead Rising 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cartoony is really cartoony, wasn't it?
Yeah, so it's got like
I like
I guess-
cartoony because I mean, like that's how Crackdown was initially
Yeah, yeah.
approached. It was cartoony,
The
and kind
cartoony
of deal,
looking.
and like it's still, I still thought it
No,
was.
I thought
really
I thought it looked pretty good.
Now, what about Crackdown 2?
what about it?
What about Crackdown 2, James? What'd you think comparative to Crackdown 1?
That was alright. I like the sandbox mode in there where you can spawn shit in and dick around and stuff. Did you
They had that in the
mess around
first
with
one.
that? Not as like elaborate. Like they had.
No, we
specific
were going
items.
to. We were going to record it,
They
but we
had
never
like
did.
elaborate setups in there. Like you can. I don't know. They had like giant golf clubs and like golf balls and.
I like the
stuff
tether.
that you could do
That
that.
they had like a magnetic,
Yeah,
electromagnetic
the
tether
tethering
thing.
grenades and shit. They also had the in the DLC. They had the like the rail gun, or not the rail gun. The fucking what the fuck is that gun? The fish hook thing.
Harpoon.
Yeah, harpoon.
They had that in the first one.
Yeah.
I loved like fucking nailing bodies to a car and then driving it around to warn everybody else. That's why I'm excited for another Crackdown. But I never really touched much of Crackdown 2.
There's a
Didn't like the zombie thing.
I know a lot of people in chat have been waiting for us to talk about it, but I'm not sure how much there is to say.
What
There's
is it?
Pokemon Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby.
Sly isn't here.
I understand.
But yes, I was going to mention that earlier because I saw that as well. Game Freak announced new Pokemon.
I guess James is pretty upset about it. Maybe he wanted, Alpha Gold and Omega Silver. Or Black and
Pokemon.
White, or
Pokemon.
Red and Green.
Have we talked about Borderlands the pre-sequel?
Yes, we talked about that last week.
Not last week. 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks
I wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't on that
But-
one.
You guys never played Pokemon?
Nope.
Oh,
I played Pokemon Red.
Never did.
That was the last one I played.
Never played it.
you never. So you would have played Ruby. Okay, oh, I see. Okay, not Fire Red. Red. Pokemon Red.
The original
Okay.
Pokemon Red. Yeah.
Right. So this would have been.
I even played
after
Pokemon Green, the Japanese version.
Japanese version of Pokemon Green.
It wasn't. No, it was literally a green cartridge that was like Japanese.
Right. Yeah, they pretty much Ruby Sapphire came out, so many years ago for the Game Boy Advance, and now they're going back to it, naming it Omega Ruby and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Are these like?
Apparently, there's like a new adventure, new map. It's for the 3DS.
Is it like a redo or is it?
I'm guessing it's a redo in a sense where
flavor
they'll
is that?
use the same generation
The
of
only flavor
Pokemon.
that I've ever
But
seen
there's
is
really not much information other than they are doing it, and yeah, it'll have
That's the
new
last one.
stuff.
I want one. What?
I think that's the last one. It is.
You want
I,
some?
I took the second to last one earlier.
You want it?
Get something else.
You want it?
He's gonna try to sell it to you.
You want it? $5.
You gotta suck your pee pee.
I already drank
Sucky,
out of it
sucky.
anyway.
So I don't know like what they're gonna. Maybe they'll do like
What if I put some on the
Omega
seat
or
and
Delta
sit in it?
X and like Echo Y or something for their next
Do it
one.
in the crackers.
Now that they're going backwards instead of forwards. So.
Yeah, we're gonna prank Kucha right now. We're gonna pour some Capri Sun on his seat right here, please. I hope he doesn't notice. Ooh,
That's really mean.
It kind of blends on it a little bit. Oh, are you getting that on camera? I think you're kind of.
Am I?
Now you
No.
are.
There you are, yeah.
Okay, go. Hurry up. He's gonna come back. Just don't. Just be careful. He's not gonna look down. I think that should be enough.
God.
I think that should be enough. Fuck. It's gonna be on the floor soon. We're gonna get ants. Anyway. Oh, careful. He's gonna notice if it's slightly out of line. So make sure you get it right.
Is that right?
No. You center it. You have to center us. Okay, more. Fuck.
Just
But
move
yeah,
it.
Pokemon.
Okay.
Uh,
Yes. So no.
What'd you end up getting? Huh?
There's
What's
regular
that? A normal Capri Sun?
regular Capri Suns in
Are you
there.
kidding me right now?
What's so good about that?
Well, this one's bigger, which means that I can actually
fucked
expel
up.
more of this and not have to worry about how much is left over.
I mean, we're stealing Sly's Capri Suns here.
You're
Yeah.
damn right. I mean,
Slice
well,
Capri
I actually
Suns.
I asked for these too, but look how much is in my package compared to yours. Look at it.
I mean, we're
Here,
looking
put it
at-
over there. Put it here. Look at that. Probably I have 11.2 fluid ounces.
It doesn't even.
Well,
give
how
me the
many fluid ounces do you have in there now? I don't think you've drank any, but I think there's probably about 8 fluid ounces left in it.
Yeah, I expelled a few of it. I expelled a few ounces.
Yeah.
You don't know?
Not
Say probably
no.
6. Yeah,
I have double.
I'd say 10.
That's not 10. I have double the amount in my pouch, which means that I can go ahead.
I'm gonna
and
wait
I
until
can-
you know.
Oh.
That'll be good. But anyway, Pokemon. That's great.
I don't know how much we're talking about Pokemon without.
That's great. I think we're done with Pokemon.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much done.
we're
with
we're
Pokemon.
speculating at this point anyway. So
It's, I mean, it's all speculation. Other than we got the names for it.
I
yeah.
hate these stupid little.
Dark Souls 2 shipped out 1.2 million copies in the first 3 weeks, and this is different from the 1.5 million copies that Dark Souls 1 sold in the first month worldwide. The difference here is that Dark Souls 2, because they were ending their year as Dark Souls 2 was coming out, they don't have the figures for Japan and for the PC sales.
So fiscal year.
So it's really good, obviously. So they're probably gonna make a third one. If they made, a successor
Oh,
for
yeah.
Dark Souls, they're most likely gonna make a Dark Souls 3.
Why not invest in a new IP?
Well, that's kind of what they're doing with, say, Project Beast per se, unless it's a follow-up to Demon Souls.
Now, Project
But-
Beast.
Yeah.
Alex, can you give us a little rundown?
No, I already did that, and there's
Okay.
no point. So I'm not gonna keep doing that. However, there's a Destiny beta in July that comes out for the PlayStation 4 before it comes out for the Xbox. So
Sticking it to Microsoft.
Destiny's coming out with a
Destiny beta.
in July. If you pre-order it, you can get into the beta, and they come out with a beta for the PS4 before they come out for the beta for the Xbox.
Take that, Microsoft.
Oh yeah.
So
I'll be playing it on the PS4.
yeah,
Can't wait to hear Marty O'Donnell's music in it.
it's too soon.
Oh.
However, they also are talking about they're investing up to $500 million into Destiny, and they invested about $200 million into GTA 5. Not obviously not Bungie, but
Wait a second.
Take-Two. So this is almost doubling the budget that they put.
What
in
are they
GTA 5.
investing in
amount.
exactly?
Huh?
Oh shit!
R&D or production?
In general, I mean, I would assume it's mainly for production to continue the longevity of Destiny, because I mean that's kind of what they do with a lot of their ISPs, like Halo and stuff. They put a lot of money into Halo, and obviously they try to keep it
So
running over the
they
years.
see a new Halo coming out here.
They see a new something, and I guess they would, because since they lost the
License, IP.
license for Halo, I'm guessing that this is their new Halo. So
They already said that Project Beast is a spiritual successor to Demon Souls, but it's not going to be as hard as Dark Souls. Says somebody in the chat.
all right. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I actually want to. I'm interested in it. I mean, it sounds cool.
You like Dark Souls?
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see.
Interesting.
Last night we had was kind of funny. I don't know if you guys heard
kind
about
of funny
this.
one. That's good.
It's I don't know if you guys have heard of Earth Year 2066. And you guys
I've
have
never heard of that actually.
All right, so this game came out, and it came out Steam Early Access, and it got taken down because it was for.
Oh yeah, I
for
did
false
see that.
advertising.
It was like really nasty looking.
Jim
anyway.
Sterling, he had a gameplay of it to show exactly why, but
Wait,
this game, okay, it was
it was
advertised.
on early access.
Was advertised as early access game, whatever, and all it had was like this really small area, like a Fallout area where it's like a desert, some trees, some buildings, couple robots, and you get a gun, and that's it. And that was literally it, and it was early access for $20. People were not happy with the fact that like there was nothing else to do there besides kill a robot, and then you're done. You're done. You paid $20 for absolutely nothing. And Steam went as far as taking it down. Obviously, like when you put an early game access game up, it's assumed that they're going to keep developing it. But this seemed like such a scam that Steam actually went in and took the game down, and then are refunding people back the money that they paid
Damn,
for
I
this
should have
game.
paid for that.
So
I would have played that. I
you
would have
could
did a
have
full
you could
playthrough.
have you could have played a full
10-minute playthrough?
full 10-minute playthrough.
I would do a full playthrough.
Again, if you want to see it,
And your $20
look up
back.
Jim Sterling's video because it's really funny. He gets like bugged out of the map and just gets launched off it at some point. Like I don't know what happens. He just gets thrown off it. But yeah, I mean this is an example of early access gone wrong,
Abused.
which was the fear early
We
on.
talked about a lot of early access.
Yes, games are still early accessing it up.
Minecraft did it best.
Minecraft did it best. That's right. I read some article about Notch too, and he was, I guess he's like in this weird state of mind where he's expected to make the next like successor to Minecraft, and he doesn't know if he can because like Scrolls isn't like doing nearly as well as Minecraft and all this stuff. So
What
he's
about
like
Cobalt?
in this weird. He never mentioned that. So
I just
would
see
only
Scrolls
assume-
and Cobalt on the thing. Didn't he have a big legal battle about Elder Scrolls and like fucking
Yeah, that was.
whatever happened to that? I guess that they never had to change it, but
I don't know.
remember when we got invited to Mojang? Didn't we get invited? Didn't they pretty
that
much?
was once upon a time.
They pretty much invited us
I
out
would
there,
hope
and
that
we
that's
never.
still on the table at some point.
I'd love to go visit Mojang.
In Sweden, if that's ever like a fucking trip that we would be willing to do.
I'd do it.
Sweden.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh yeah,
That's
we
Nord country.
mentioned Watch Dogs. I don't know if I ever showed you guys like all those gifs of like the E3 rendered trailer comparison to the new trailer.
You showed us.
Well, I remember like showing it too, so I'm wondering if you remembered it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't, if you saw it somewhere else, it's fine. But
No, I saw it from you.
There was like a lot of difference between those two, and so a lot of fans were pretty upset about it. But PlayStation.com came out with a statement that was kind of like, they stated that the game will be run at 60 frames and 1080p. The lead animator for the game has stated that there's no difference between the PlayStation and the Xbox visually, because he was saying how when he looked at it in the showroom floor, there was no clear difference between the two that he could see. So I mean, I guess Ubisoft didn't say anything about it, but PlayStation said that this is the specs that it'll be running it at. So,
But either way, if you're getting it on the PC, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Master Race.
PlayStation has said, don't worry about it. 1080p, 60 FPS, no problem. So
I saw a.
They didn't plug their 60 extra minutes of bonus gameplay
for what?
for the game.
PS4.
PlayStation has
Exclusive?
This was just like the
30
rundown for it, like on their
Yeah.
page for
Well, I
Watch
figure at the end they'll
Dogs.
just be like, and don't forget, we have 50 minutes of extra.
If that doesn't tell you.
I'm still gonna play on the PC. Just
Yeah,
'cause
exactly. I saw a
Master
video.
Race.
They released a video, like
Yeah.
a little walkthrough thing of gameplay on the PC. It looked good.
What
I
are
mean,
what
even
are you
with,
saying
like-
over there?
He's saying like PC Master Race and stuff like that.
Even with like Dark Souls 2, like people complained about the graphics just as they usually would because there was clear like render difference between
Stop
like
running the podcast with your bullshit.
between the actual release and the original concept.
Somebody said,
for
"Shut
it.
the hell up, Coots." Continue.
So like when they brought it over to the PC, like they waited a long time because it's been almost like a month between the two. But people came out with different mods, like different lighting mods and different texture mods and like realism, kind of like what Minecraft did
Yeah.
with their like visuals. So now like you can download stuff, which I don't know how like Valve goes about it because that might also be like a term of service thing. But the game looks really awesome with like the different lightings that people can
Which game?
do with Dark Souls 2.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay.
So
It's like the GTA Ice Enhancement.
Yeah, the ISO.
Or
yeah,
Skyrim.
exactly.
EMB
I actually looked at
stuff.
some. That's pretty like cool stuff. Like
It's some
GTA
really
4
cool
had
stuff.
some really great like visual mods that made it look really.
There was I still have a picture on my Steam to this day that looks like a real building
Yeah.
that I took a picture of and I thought it was always awesome. But the only thing was I wanted to make machinimas with it, and the rendering engine when you do it that render or whatever, the sky would turn red
Really?
like a lot of the time, so I couldn't like capture and
You
do
might
stuff
have
like
updated
that.
it since, but I don't know if he dropped support for it.
There was like people had some fixes for it, but it was always kind of wonky.
Oh.
But the skybox would disappear and it would be red behind it. So you would just have to make the skybox blue. But then you'd have the sky cloud texture and that would disappear and just be a blank blue sky. It looked weird.
That sucks.
Yeah. But gameplay was fine for the most part.
Yeah.
Well,
It looked amazing.
is that everything topic wise?
I
I
think
mean,
yeah.
it's pretty much.
We didn't do our
Look at my
round table
notes here.
thing.
We did- we
you
could
guys
say that-
wanna
yeah,
do
we
the
could do
round
that now.
table?
I guess.
I've got nothing new.
Got nothing new.
Jordan's got
You're
nothing
so
new.
scum.
You've got nothing new. What about your Walking Dead stuff? Did you talk about that already?
No,
Yeah.
did he?
He did talk about it last week, yeah.
Yeah.
He did.
Have you done any more episodes?
What about your pirates thing? You just started doing the pirate stuff.
Yeah, I said I was going to do that last week.
Oh,
He
okay.
already.
That's all.
yeah.
He
covered
already
all the
tackled
stuff.
it a little bit.
He tackled everything.
Taco Tuesday.
Mm.
All right, well, Jordan and I didn't do more Middle Earth, so that won't be back until next week probably. And I mentioned Dan Zakeen Daily, I think, last week.
Yeah, you did.
And I took a hiatus on it, but I actually got one recording in so far. I want to record a couple more before I start posting it, so I'm not going to be so far behind. But
How many
actually,
hours you got clocked into there?
like the playthrough,
Yeah.
I'm like, I think 80 parts in.
How many hours?
They're about 20-minute parts per. I don't know.
Fuck me.
Probably like
Skyrim is
10.
1600
Probably, I'm
minutes?
probably
Is
about
that
10
what-
hours in or something like that. I don't know. I'm not super far, and I completed the Thieves Guild stuff, but I'm just starting Dark Brotherhood. But I brought in our green screen that we have like for like Creech Talk and streams and shit, and I had it like crammed in my office, and I did like my webcam and green screen, so I'm like in the bottom right corner with my little.
Does that look good? I've seen a
It
lot
actually
of people do that.
does look pretty good. I have seen people stream like that, but I've never
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
seen like it done in.
Well, I've
gameplay
seen
stuff
people
so much.
take like usually take the VODs from streams, and then
Yeah,
usually
yeah.
is how it comes out, like where it's like green screen behind you or something like that. Like that's a I don't know
Standard
I
somewhat.
think that would be.
It looks pretty cool.
ideal Thing
It looks
like
pretty cool.
when yeah. When doing
Amazing.
face cam stuff and stuff like.
It'd be funny to do an Oculus thing where you're doing a green screen in the background and face cam, and it's like when you're moving on the thing, it's like
Yeah.
you're right there. It will look kind of weird.
I just don't know how that would work in terms of the green screen. If that would like create a bunch of what is it? Fucking articles of like
Artifact.
There were
Yeah,
there weren't
artifacts.
really any artifacts when I did it. The only problem I had was the fact that there was maybe a little bit of a green border around me and like a obvious green tint.
Yeah.
So I had to do color change or whatever where it changed the tint of the color, so it looks normal now. But it looks pretty good. I thought it looked pretty good. I just wanted to do something special since I haven't done it in like 2 months.
Yeah.
So did my time
2
thing
months.
there. 2 months. I
He's done it like 20 times today. I've been watching.
Scar o'clock. Scar clock. I always
You
do
don't
that.
have it's this thing. You got the watch.
Yeah, you have to do it right-handed. I need to get a watch.
Yeah, then it won't matter. Then nobody can really say.
Yeah,
anything
you can't
about it
say
when you
shit,
do that.
Jordan.
Can't say
When have I
anything.
ever said anything about it?
You've mainly pointed out. I think.
I've
yeah.
never pointed it out.
I think
What?
Alex might have pointed it
Seamus
out once.
pointed it out in the room
Seamus has
today.
pointed it out before.
I've never
Me
pointed
doing
It goes
that.
like this when he
anytime
starts
I,
talking.
anytime
Yeah,
I talk
no, I
about
know
time,
that.
I do this.
Oh yeah.
I
for the
know
most
he
part.
does that, but I don't.
No, I've
say
seen you do
anything about
that,
it.
but I don't think I would point it out. It didn't seem significant.
I think
at
you
the
might have to go
time.
to therapy for that.
Get that tick out of there. It's like a
some
tick.
weird tick. Like, some
Anyway,
weird fixated tick.
I figured it'd be something special to do with the green screen webcam thing for
That sounds
when I
pretty
bring
cool.
it back. It's pretty neat looking.
You've
So-
talked about doing that stuff before.
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys should do it more often on your streams.
Well, it's a matter of bringing in that big ass fucking green screen. If
I
it was
can,
just
I
a
can set it
normal,
up.
like-
I can set it up anytime
Twitch
you
is
guys
really
need
easy
me
with
to.
the chroma key, but like the video stuff, usually it's a pain in the ass, like chroma key yourself.
Oh yeah, yeah.
that
I was
fucking-
surprised XSplit
it's
is so
this, yeah,
well.
it's XSplit that's fucking crashed almost like 50 times doing.
Oh,
like,
because of that.
Yeah, yeah.
that's true. That happens
Like,
as well.
I don't know if we should switch up. Like, I was talking
It does
about,
green screen really well though, like comparative to video
I was talking
editing
about
software.
OBS and that, like, a lot of people use OBS and that I haven't heard any
Oh.
problems about it.
I think almost
Jordan,
forward
careful.
Thing.
Something wrong with your chair?
What's wrong with your chair there?
I'm like trying to get over that.
Jordan, this thing's
I
gonna
think you guys
fall
put
in.
enough on here. I can't even feel.
Oh, we put enough on there.
Yeah.
Not even that bad.
How about you stand up?
Hey, can I see if there's a mark?
Stand up. Turn around. I don't really see anything on there.
People said your butt was already moist, so that might be
He
why.
poured a fair bit on there.
I've been sitting on this chair.
We all have swamp
Into
ass at
the
this point.
chair More so than
I think your dog's gonna go crazy when you get back.
I think
home.
that chair's gonna be pretty sticky.
like a sponge. Just absorb it all. So next time someone sits down.
That chair's gonna be pretty sticky. Anyway.
Anyway,
I figured I could expel some of my Capri Sun onto your chair because, you know, I have double the amount. Kind of like giving back. I guess
Giving
you
back
could
to the
say.
community, if anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Charity.
Well, you know, you got a good laugh out of the chat.
But yeah, I don't think I have
I didn't
anything
do it
else
for the chat.
going on.
I did it for myself.
Did you? Are you satisfied?
I'm missing the bottles, but the labels I'm making each time. I'm-
Satisfied?
that's all that matters,
I don't know.
really.
A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, who's next? Alex? What do you got going on?
Wow. I've been playing a little bit of Minecraft lately, right?
Let's not get
Uh-huh.
too thirsty. Let's not get too thirsty on this.
You only have a little bit left
Need a
there.
thirst meter.
Yeah, my water bottle's almost off.
You know, I thought it was funny in the Seattle video. You're like, we were pretty thirsty, and I was just like, oh, that's well
Oh,
before
yeah.
the thirsty thing.
I noticed that. Well, I downloaded this map because I want to do like a Minecraft horror map, and I thought it'd be kind of funny. And I noticed like how many things they could do now with command blocks. And I played this map where it legit had it had an ambience to it, and it had like screams and pop-ups, like random ass pop-ups, like for whatever. Like they scared the shit out of me, and I was like, "That's pretty cool that they could do all this stuff now." And this was like dated to like 1.7.2. It's like 1.7.9 now. So like I started looking into more maps as of late because I want to see like
There was a specific update that had like the command blocks.
The
and
command
shit.
block, so like you could hit.
Because it was
redstone
last
and-
Christmas, I think, that I played a map where it would start like they would teleport you before it, like, you know, you had to manually walk everywhere, but like
Right.
they've started being able to, like, you push a button, you get teleported somewhere specifically and stuff like that. Like that was a big update back then. I mean, I don't know how to use it.
Yeah, I gotta
No, I
like.
don't-
I'm curious to see what kind of things the maps have to hold now. Because I remember us always playing those janky like ones back in
yeah,
the
like
day
the
that-
janky parkour ones and stuff.
Yeah.
But like now, like I played one yesterday where it had like, you know, like specific so you get over the parkour and you hit a button that checkpoints you. So when you die, you get all your inventory and everything. So I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, that's like a lot better than, you know, dying /TP or whatever, or like ending up all the
There
way
was
back
some
home.
charm
and-
to that, though. Like
There was
getting-
some charm to that.
Spawning in a bunch of golden apples
like-
for yourself.
But people
because-
used to just like, oh, I made it over there /game mode 1, you know, teleport up there /game mode 2 or whatever, and jump. Oh, I failed /game mode 1 and go back up to where you. So like now it's a little bit like, I don't know, it's cool and like the
More
sound
fleshed
effects
out.
and stuff. Because like there was like legit like this dude was like talking like he had like his own like vocals like, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the. Because I played like an airplane one because somebody made an airplane. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, see, back when we did it, they had those voiceovers, but they would be in a folder. Like, I don't know if you remember that. There was
you
a
have
guy-
to play
there was a
them?
guy in a
Play
folder
the
that you had to
audio.
Like,
manually
play audio one?
Oh, really?
Play
Yeah,
audio
yeah,
file
yeah.
one out
Play
of the
audio
folder
file
that you
one, and it
downloaded.
would be like on a a sign, and it would say like, play this or read this paragraph.
Yeah.
And you'd have to like minimize and open it up and all that shit.
Oh man, yeah. So it's kind of all I've been really checking out lately, I guess. Got some other playthroughs, but other than that,
Those on the forums, or are those like on the
like there's like
different
you have to go
sites?
like Planet Minecraft, and you have like what's the other one there? I don't know. Minecraft forums. I don't know. People usually update them pretty frequently, and there's some sites that like have like rated ones as well.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I haven't been on the fucking Minecraft forums. Like, I remember they got so congested to the point where, like, I didn't even fucking want to look for maps on there anymore. It was too much. Like, I'd go on there for a map, and it would just...
yeah, they're
It was a cluttered
excessive.
mess.
Check out my map. Check out my map. It took me like 2 days, and
I remember
Yeah.
when we used to like we did like a map that like I just randomly found, and it was like no comments or anything to it. Someone was
Yep.
like, I made this map, and like just one picture of it, and I was like, yo, let's do it. This seems pretty good. It was like a 30-minute map. And
pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff.
yeah, I just like seeing what people just like make, but. Even like terrible maps are always funny, just because like somebody's like, "Yeah, this is a car," and it's like a block with like, like you're
And
like,
the
"What
role
fuck?"
playing maps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, there's some pretty cheesy shit in there. Were you just looking for horror ones?
Yeah, I started out looking for horror ones, but then I just wanted to see like how good the adventure maps have gotten and stuff. Because I remember I played like the Survivarium ones. I had like a long series with Utorak for a while, where like it was the huge biome when you had to like find the wool and make like the
Complete the monument.
Yeah,
That's where
exactly.
the whole fucking blue wool
And
thing
but that
happened,
was
yeah.
like such a while ago, so I'm wondering like what they've done now, where it's like they have command blocks. And they can
Now
pretty
I
much
think
do
it would be
anything with
relatively
it.
simple, where you probably get a piece of blue wool, and
Yeah.
it would probably teleport
Yeah,
you back to the
that's exactly
the
what I'm
thing,
saying, yeah,
cash
like-
it in, and go back. Like it'd probably those things that used to take probably like 3 hours would probably take like an hour now.
Right.
Like now, if you want to find like a 5-hour adventure map, it probably has to be one that was done like, from head to toe, like with the command blocks, or just something that someone actually put a lot of time into, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
All those dinky ones are probably like all the way at the bottom now, even more so now than what they once were. But yes, I haven't really been doing anything different either. I mean, the Gang Beast thing, which is pretty fun.
Maybe it's pretty
You
fun.
played that? You sniffing the marker?
It was not.
He was sniffing
Get
the marker.
some of that.
You want some of this?
You're supposed to prevent that.
Huh?
A worker getting high off a marker.
Yes, Mr. Boss.
He wasn't
Boss
getting
man.
high. He was just experimenting.
Yeah,
Just see what it was like.
He
Just give me
literally
a
just
taste.
added about 3 new things to his storied past of Mass Effect just now.
It's just,
What else have you played as, Alex?
you get to
Well,
play as
now that I
the
remember.
talking robot, right?
Yeah, talking robot
Yeah.
Oh,
Talking
boy.
robot race.
But yeah, Gang Beast is free game. It's like I don't know if it's alpha or if it's beta at this point, but it's still like very basic, but not basic enough where you can't have like a really fucking ball with it. I would say like there's a good bit of maps. It's like a wrestling / side scroll beat 'em up.
Sumatory.
Kind of. A lot of people compare it to that, but I don't think it's like that. Like,
I've just seen the screenshots.
Sumatory is kind of like where it's like you control the fucking, the arms and the legs, and you just go like in this, it's like your legs are fully functional, like you just move as normal. It's like the arms that are just like the wonky ones, where like you're like, like stuff like that. It's more so just like a beat 'em up, I would say. Like there was another game that I seen a couple days ago. I don't remember what it was called off the top of my head, but it was like a lot like the Streets of Rage games, and like those are the old games that I really used to play like a shit ton when I was little. So to see like that people were actually going into those now and like redoing a lot of side scroll beat 'em ups, because those are usually like pretty bland, I guess you could say, like compared to like the Ninja Turtle games, side scrolling games, like that's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
everybody used to fucking play.
My
those,
toes,
like,
my toes.
Fucking Simpsons Arcade,
Yeah.
Battletoads, like all those kinds of like side scrolling games. They were very basic at the time, and it's like it's like a genre that not many have kind of like.
That's why when they
Make
try
more
to
shit in.
remake them as well, like they're not that great.
Yeah, they remade Ninja
they,
Turtles.
They remade Ninja Turtles and it wasn't as good.
Yes. But yeah, like
oh, that was great. We been playing on stream.
what?
Ninja Turtles remake. The New Ninja Turtles?
No, that wasn't it. The one with the
That wasn't
rap?
it?
No, it was a different. It was an arcade game.
The side scroller.
Oh,
It was a
okay.
side
Out of
scroller
time.
arcade-
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles out of time.
Oh, okay.
It was called like Shell something
Out of time.
Turtles in a. Was that?
Out of time.
Oh well,
I think.
I don't know.
Could be wrong. I'm sure they're going to correct me if it isn't, but
Pretty
pretty sure it's out of time.
Yeah, those kinds. I like the side scrolling, but it's a game like that.
Turtles in Time, that's what it was.
Other than that, I don't think there was anything
Out of time.
Out of time.
We just recorded another session of XCOM the other day, which
Excommunicating.
the fucking DBZ mod is taking a lot longer than what we anticipated. It's a lot harder too than what we anticipated. But I think that's pretty much it. I did because of your recommendation. I did the Sir You Are Being Hunted, so that'll probably pop up at some point, which is a fun little survival game that's kind of got like a steampunk style to it. And it's pretty much one giant fucking fetch quest, which is collecting those like it's like I don't even know what the fucking story is. It's just like a big like reactor. It blew up and the pieces landed all around, and you have to go collect like 14 of them or something like that. And there's robots that are hunting you out, and like the robots are like as you progress, the robots AI gets fucking ridiculously good. Like the robots. Because at each monument or whatever that you have to pick up, like there's 2 robots that always spawn there, and then eventually you can get like, say 2 monuments that spawn right next to each other that you have to pick up. There's gonna be 4 robots there, and their AI is like they'll see you from a fucking couple inches away. It's really hard to get the drop on them unless I'm fucking complete shit.
Yeah.
But that was pretty good. But I think that's pretty much it. There's some other stuff, but. I'll save it till next week.
Yeah. Well, on the hub, I think we have a couple things. I mean, obviously the regular stuff going up next week, but we're doing Godzilla for our movie night this week coming up. That should be interesting. What was that? That should be an interesting movie night. Got
Yeah, an interesting skit. That's what.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You got this thing planned out.
If you guys have seen the Pacific Rim skit, which you should go and watch the Pacific Rim movie night. Because it's kind of probably be a little bit of a sequel to the Pacific Rim movie night skit.
Rim sequel.
2 movies that have nothing to do with each other.
Something.
Make
They're
a
both
sequel out
monster
of it.
movies.
Yeah.
But yeah,
This would be pretty good.
this will probably be our first direct sequel movie night, maybe. And then we have X-Men right after that, which we did one for. Well, no, we didn't do a skit for Wolverine. We just fucked around outside the Alamo, going, "Hey, a dance party." But and then we have X-Men a couple of weeks of that. But next week should be good content-wise on the hub, outside of Treetopian Factions. Little guys should be going up next week, but also like
Is it the finale of it?
some
finale of the
finale
miniseries, yeah.
miniseries, yeah.
Finale?
But there should be good random videos going up as well. There should be really good random videos going up as well.
Man.
We filmed one today, but also there's another one that might go up next week. That'll be pretty good. That you guys, you don't know what we're talking about right now,
I
but
probably don't. Yeah, I don't know. What the fuck it is.
you'll know. I don't want to say anything because it'll be good, but. Oh, it'll be T-shirt gun level quality good. I think. I'm thinking that it's gonna be entertaining.
All right.
James will be like, I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'll take your word
I
for it.
don't know.
Oh, we add the T-shirt gun into the mix for that one.
Oh, well, that would be kind of interesting. Oh, make it a challenge. Oh, that'd be pretty good, actually. Okay, the T-shirt gun's gonna be with it now.
It's gonna be good.
Anyway,
You guys just wait for this.
What is this?
the rest of the we're not doing A Million Ways to Die in the West. This month we're doing what's it called?
Yeah, we probably should upload the PAX panel too.
yeah,
We have the
that should be
footage for
good.
that. We just haven't had a chance to go over it. It is up on the
Polaris' YouTube.
but we wanted to put it up on our own.
Rest of the month we have Godzilla next week, and then the week after we have X-Men, and that's all the movie trips we're doing this month. Is Trapville dead? No.
I was working on it yesterday.
Not a whole lot.
No, not
I
a
have
whole
to
lot.
say
But I
that.
still worked
You were
on it.
working on it,
Yes.
though. I was working on Little Guys, getting that finished up, but Trapville is the next thing we're focusing on now that we're done with Little Guys, so. Alrighty. Is that everything?
Pretty much everything.
That was a good creature talk. That was pretty good. I liked your
Thank you for
Your
bringing
Mass Effect thing.
your notes.
My notes.
Your Mass Effect.
Hold on, wait. I don't think. Have you been checking these off?
Oh, I have been as I've been getting to them.
Have you been sniffing that marker more as well?
Now, can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
When you're on Vermeer in Mass Effect 1,
What's this? You didn't go over that one.
Which one?
The Oculus.
That's whatever.
Oculus CEO wants a billion-person MMO.
Wow.
That's his projection.
That's
is-
probably
is
one of
what
the
he
biggest
would-
pieces of information you had on there, and you didn't bring it up.
I mean, that's
Why
That
didn't we
could have
talk-
been a full-scale
I've never
conversation.
seen anyone write up a topic list like Alex does. He not only writes the topic, but he writes
Last
a full
week he had.
summary of the
Last week he
topic.
did have. You had them all written up on the board since you weren't going to be
Yeah,
a part
it's
of it.
topic summary, topic summary. We've always just done topic, and then we bring it up, Alex. I mean, you're going above
There
and
still
beyond.
needs to be some bullet points in that.
I remember-
By the way, I was at FedEx office the other
Did
day.
you find the handbook?
Jay Moletsky not only has that, but he has 101 steps on career success as well. There's several Jay Moletsky.
I think that
books.
business book is dead, but can we go to career successes next? Because we did get.
There was also
It was at
even
FedEx
better,
where we got
even
that.
better. There was a book on how to make money online, and YouTube was part of it.
Whoa!
Did Jay Moletsky write it?
No.
Not interested.
Well, it was hilarious.
Not
to read
interested.
Some of the stuff in there. Okay.
I didn't go to whoever wrote that. I didn't go to their Facebook.
That could be like a new
and stalk
Jay
them.
Moletsky, though.
That could
be
be.
like a new dude.
I think we need to get that successes book.
Wow. How to make money on YouTube.
How do you make
YouTube.
money on YouTube?
want to know who it used
Well,
So
let
many
me
glass
tell
bottles
you
in that.
how you make money on YouTube. On YouTube.
You're the one who should be spouting this information.
Number one,
Number one.
Minecraft.
Shit. I've been dabbling a little bit in it. A little bit of dabbling.
I'm doing some Minecraft on my channel.
That is true.
I have a couple different series in Minecraft.
Oh shit.
Okay, thanks for
I'm already
watching,
on the way.
everyone.
So Minecraft.
Excuse
So
me.
there's a tip to all you kids out
I
there.
didn't even get the number two.
Thanks for
Number
watching.
two.
It's
How do you
been great.
record Minecraft?
It's been great.
Vlogs, holy shit.
Vlogs.
Like
Been
Minecraft?
great
A separate
here,
channel or the same channel?
Preacher
Like
Talk,
a gaming channel? and a
separate
vlog-
channel.
Oh shit! Like a main channel vlogs and then
Separate channel.
gaming on the other one.
Yeah.
Preacher Talk,
That'd be pretty
Minecraft vlogs.
Don't mute the don't
it's
mute the
been
don't
great.
mute the mics. Just keep the okay. Do you have a number 3 here?
Number three.
Number 3 is what's number 3?
Let me think of number three here.
How about like clip shows?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. No, that's not working.
Animation.
Oh,
Oh
animation
shit.
on your gaming channel and your vlog channel.
Animation of the Minecraft gaming channel.
Holy shit!
Animation.
That's pretty. That's
Then
pretty
you vlog
innovative.
about the animation of your
Ooh,
Minecraft
like an
video.
update video, like a vlog update video. Like, hey guys, got this new animation just dropped. That's pretty.
That's crazy.
I don't know about that. I mean,
Point
it
number
could be-
4.
Oh shit.
Number 4.
Games that don't sell very well.
Like shitty games. So you're playing them ironically. Oh, I think that's a big seller
And
right
then
there.
when you start doing them, those games become better.
Oh yeah.
And on
sell-
that bombshell,
sell
ladies
more
and gentlemen,
comments.
good
Or-
night.
I still have
More
62
copies.
more parts.
All
Gordon.
right. Well.
I still have 62 more
I
parts.
bet you do, James.
Oh shit.
You go ahead and list those off. We're